I'm the leader, the Iron Man. The night's on, you know who I am. Blades find their mark and my mind is sharp. My psionics tell you our minds are hells apart. Straightforward and honest, I'm no soothsayer, worth no more than 900. My destiny is ahead, never afraid to confront it. I'll keep everyone safe even if I won't make it. Instruments humming, our tune is loud. Showing up courage, our time is now. Our glory's boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Big man, big heart, rage and control. Proud father, wisdom with age. Never selfish, never cold. Knock you out with these fists, fall to the floor. Prefer peace, don't test me, I'll even the score. Brute strength to silence enemies, they'll fall. A peaceful soul, don't hesitate to brawl. Instruments humming, our tune is loud. Showing up courage, our time is now. Our glory's boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Sleeping shiny, the cat's out of the bed. Middle mate can be called ironclad. No cat and mouse, but with my prey I'll play a support animal, yeah. I'm your steel defender, no scratches on this cat, built sleek and slender. No attitude like men, I'm tired of you, so talk to my creator now. The shadows gather as I walk in shadow elf, but I hate my kin. Tinker inventor, I always have the tools for the job. Rules never tidy, kind of a slob. Sleep is for the weak, so I'll never catch a wink. If I feel tired, just down an energy drink. Master hacker, intelligent, without a doubt. Stand in my way, fuck around and find out. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud. Showing our courage, our time is now. Our glory's boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Man with a voice smooth as silk, not full of hot air, I've got the skills. Air gymnast, musical talent unmatched. Singing sax, playing bagpipes on blast. My music sharp like a cloud of daggers. Got the moves like Jagger, I ain't no slacker. Objects move when I'm around. An army of animated things who can't be brought down. I'll be your test, can't withstand this tempest. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud. Showing our courage, our time is now. Our glory's boundless and together we stand proud. 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 My magic's divine, like a holy man's words. I bring the fire, like soon in a church. In the kitchen or chapel, that's where I shine. I'm the heart of the party, keeping their health in line. Pocket bacon always stocked up, ready to share. If anyone's in need, I'm quick to be there. Divine skills, prestigious and strong. I'm the party shield, they call me Aegis, it won't be long. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud. Showing our courage, our time is now. Our glory's boundless and together we stand proud. Proud.
Okay, hello stream, can you hear me? It looks like you should be able to hear me. Pocket bacon, that's right. Okay, yeah, awesome. Alright, so we're gonna jump in because we've got a lot we've got a lot to get through. So, well, maybe. We'll see. They made quicker work of this than I anticipated, but let's go ahead and get started here. Let me undeafen. Welcome in Lucy and Seru. Seru Gret's on first.
Oh.
Okay, I'm here.
Hi, here. I'm Kevin.
Nah.
This is also Kevin.
Kevin and my
I'm
other
also-
brother Kevin.
Syl has chosen to rename herself. She is also Kevin.
Kevin, Kevin, and Kevin. All right.
All spelled slightly differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then there's, at the end there's Scott. All right, so we've got pretty fast recap here. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay, so last week we had some fun roleplay that led up to the fight you guys currently find yourselves in. So I did want to give, this is not for the fight, but everybody got 500 XP for last week for the roleplay that was encountered up to the fight. At this time, it is February 17th, 2024 at 6:35 a.m. Which is
This is why we don't go for a run.
You showed up to my room.
Are you
So-
complaining?
Oh, no.
At the beginning of last session, Aegis brought Alan to meet Umi, and they hit it off very well. She also gave Aegis what seemed like a good idea about the dragon and a potential offering to the dragon for part of its essence to finish the ritual. Kira willingly went for another run and did some push-ups with Marcus, and while they were out, Kira started to have trouble, quite mysteriously, very suddenly, with keeping up. So Marcus realized the sun was coming up and ran home carrying his Kira through the kitchen door. And then collapsing rather dramatically right in front of Aegis, who took it all with stride and gave everybody breakfast because he's used to their weird shit at this point. Tempest
Like
also
an hour before sunrise.
Yeah, Tempest also woke up at the butt crack of dawn because his girlfriend forgot to turn off her alarm. And once everybody was together for breakfast in the kitchen, Marcus graciously offered to give Alan his memories back, and Alan was all too happy to accept.
Again, to clarify, I was not giving his memories back. I was just showing him what I witnessed through my eyes.
Yes, my next bit
He
was
took it personally.
upon
Yeah, you did.
upon Marcus successfully imparting his own memories into Alan's memory, Alan suddenly seemed to remember things as well. And it was at that time that the Voidwalker appeared, ready to square up with Marcus again, and we find ourselves in the midst of this fight. So there was, I know I messaged with everybody today, but there was one issue because of the hallowed ground. He never should have been able to make it down here. Because you guys specifically put the anti-teleport multidimensional stuff on there. So what
My
happened?
bad.
No, it's all good. So what happened was when you guys were in the kitchen, Kira grabbed, she forced this guy out, and he hit the, like where the unseen wall would have been for the hallowed ground. So I spoke with everybody earlier. If you would have done anything differently from where we are on the map, let me know now.
The only thing I would like is to actually be able to use my action
Yes.
because I had to dash in order to get to him,
Yeah.
and I would not have had to
You
dash by 15
right.
feet. So.
That's going to be the only retroactive thing we're going to do live here is that Marcus will get to actually attack because that would have been something he could have done. Outside of that, we'll start at the top of the round. Well, we'll finish Marcus's turn and go from there. Also, I do need dexterity saving throws from Tempest, Aegis, Stan the Stoolman, Taylor, and I will roll for Gale.
This was from this thing's like. Force
Yeah, when
blast
it did
or
its
whatever
force
doing.
blast, yep.
Okay. Yeah, what is it, by the way, when it's... I don't think we ever got really, like, a description. It's just, like, energy that comes off of it,
It's-
or is it invisible?
It's a dark energy. It's
Okay.
it's kind of like a dark mist sort of thing that just kind of it emits it. So
Gotcha.
okay, so Tempest, that's a pass. Aegis, that's a pass. Gale did not pass. How about Stan the Stoolman Taylor?
Sorry, I'm trying to find a stat block. Oh, here
That's
it
all
is.
good.
Dex save, you say?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, and unfortunately Stan failed as well.
Stan, no.
So Stan is going to take 41 points of force damage. No, he has
Oh, wait,
60 now.
Actually,
He's good.
yeah, he's
good.
60 now. He's 60.
Tempest and Aegis, you will take 20 each because you succeeded, and you would hear Gale cry out in alarm and maybe some panic as well behind you.
You said 41?
41.
Stu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick question from
Uh-huh.
that. Is she actually still
She is still standing. Yep. Gale is still standing.
Holy shit, she can take a hit.
She can. She also hid for most of the first part of the
She's
fight.
no
so-
slouch.
She put 4 levels into Barbarian, so
You guys, yeah, right.
shit's about to get real.
What's up
She
here?
really
You
is
said-
about to be the swolser.
What's
This
it?
was the one that happened.
You already
before,
took
right?
it. You and Marcus
Okay,
already took
perfect.
it. Yep. I just because he was further back, he didn't affect the others. But since he couldn't have been that far, I needed to make sure everybody got hurt. So there we go. Everybody got hurt.
Rude.
Yeah. Okay. So Marcus, I will let you pick up unless anybody has clarifications that they need or anything. We'll pick up with oh, there's the baby. We'll
Lady
pick up with
says you're
Marcus. Tell Lady I said I know.
Yeah, I don't have any clarification stuff on my end.
Okay. Anybody else?
Nope.
All right. So we'll pick up with Marcus to be able to actually take his action.
It's just going to be really quick. You guys know that I don't have a whole lot of tricks up my sleeve. So I would have moved to this spot with the telekinetic move or the psi-powered leap, which was my bonus action, landed, and then I would have taken my action to attack. So go ahead and just do that real quick. This thing has got no debuffs, no incapacitations, not knocked.
Nope,
anything
nope,
like that,
not
right?
at this
Okay,
time.
Just making sure. All right, so here's the first attack. That is going to be a miss, 12. Second
Yeah.
attack is a 25.
That hits.
And you said this thing was resistant to force and psychic, correct? Is what we would
Correct.
determine.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not dealing any force damage because I'm not going to burn the psi point for it, but it will take 12, 13, so 14 points of total damage.
All right.
I cannot use my bonus action because I already did that, so I don't get to attack again. So yeah, that's it. That would have been it for that turn.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and he doesn't seem very happy. He does not seem very happy at all. All right, so we already did the thing at the end of his turn. So at the top of the round, I actually do have the NPCs first. What will happen is Gale, you'd hear her gasp, and then I'm assuming that you probably would have turned to look. You would see Tempest. You're very familiar with this. Her hair starts to flow out, and you can see the anger, the rage, and the sort of blank look that she gets when she's getting ready to cast spells. And you see her preparing to do that. But you also can see that she still has some of that restraint. So it just looks like she's preparing to cast a spell at this point. You also would hear the back door fly open. And Zachary would appear in the doorway.
Oh, this stupid fuck.
And he's gonna like look in and look around, and he's gonna holler out, "Tell me what you need!" And then you'll see him duck back in behind the wall. And then we'll start with Kira.
Kira, knowing that Marcus is nearby, is in the forced calm voice that is actually fully panicked, is going to say in Elven, I can't see. I can't see. And she is going to try and move towards where she heard Marcus before, and the demon, and where all the owies have come from. I don't know how you want to do that. I'm still
Give me a
very
perception
blind.
check.
Okay, just straight roll.
Yeah, perception. Yep. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so you'd be able to tell the direction that the action is happening with a nat 20 on that, but only through hearing, obviously. You can't see.
Yep. Well, I also have the warding bond up, so I can feel
True.
that little
Yeah.
tug too.
The pull. Yeah.
Yep.
You feel the
Um,
pug. It's Marcus. He's the pug.
She is going to try and walk towards it so she can reach out and touch Marcus. So,
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm going to hit the table.
Yeah, you'll hit. Actually, you'd probably hit the guardian because it does take
Yep.
up space. So it's not going to hurt you, but you'd bump
Yeah.
into it for sure.
Fuck. Okay. And she's doing the creeping around, definitely guess the dark veins that you described last time. It's going to fully bump into Marcus's back. Like one hand's out on the guardian.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to kick his ass. And I'm gonna cast haste.
All right. So Marcus, that very familiar feeling from Kira making you go stupid fast takes over your body, and you suddenly feel like you can do a whole lot more than you could a second ago. Anything else?
How's that AC of yours? Yeah, the cats are going to double move.
Okay.
Well, move dash double move, which is 80.
Hey, Kat, does that stack with the warding bond? Yeah. Okay. Fuck me.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Well, until my concentration ends when I hit the ground in about 5 seconds, but you got one chance. So 40 puts them there,
Perfect.
which is, and then dashing is going to be there, and then they get all growly.
Okay.
Can Min fit here with that wall there?
No. No,
Okay.
I'd say, well, no, because she's a normal sized creature. Syl could,
Yep.
but she cannot.
Yeah, no, Syl is very much on Min's back
Yeah.
in battle formation.
Battle ready. Okay.
That's going to conclude my action.
All right. Moving on to Tempest.
Okay, so Tempest, seeing Gale injured, he's definitely going to attempt to heal her. Gonna give her a third level cure wounds. Actually, kind of step next to her, and yeah, kind of place a hand on her arm and in her ears, and like, just focus on your power. You got this. And then cure wounds level 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Take all that damage back.
Yeah, that's good. All right. All right. I will add that onto her. Yeah, she looks a lot better than she did a second ago. And you see, instead of like the rage and pain on her face, you start to see she almost gets a grin, like she's starting to get control, maybe. Anything else?
I don't think it's looking pretty crowded in there, so I don't think I can get Stan in there. But I will move him kind of out of the line of sight, at least. That's it.
All right. At the end of your turn, so you will see. Sorry, I'm counting. 1 second. Okay, so you will see he begins to gather up energy again, and Marcus, he's looking straight at you. And this is not a spell. You will see that he does begin to channel energy, though. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
No problem. Is this going to be versus anything that has to do with charm or fear?
No.
Okay. You said it was, sorry, what kind of saving throw?
Wisdom, yeah. I know.
I can't see you to help. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Indomitable, which allows me to reroll, because I am not taking a 4. And I'm gonna burn my DM inspiration.
Okay.
Because I'm not taking the 10.
All right.
Guess I'm taking the 10. 4, 10, 3.
Okay.
Yay! And that was all of my resources to re-roll my saving throws. Actually, you know what? I cheated. I think Indomitable... Ah, shit. Hang on. I think Indomitable I have to use the roll after I do it. I don't know if I can use my...
Well, then take the DM inspiration back. It failed.
I must use the new roll. That's
Okay, that's fine. You still have a DM inspiration.
I still failed anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so then you will take...
Is this versus damage?
This is versus damage, yep. Are you going to do anything about it?
It's not my turn. I don't have my reaction. I used it to burn on the
Right,
shield
right.
on Kira.
Okay. So you're going to take, it's actually not that bad, 14 force damage,
Which will be
Okay.
half down to 7.
Correct.
and you
I take
are
7.
blinded until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
You definitely got his attention.
And Kira then has to make a
Concentration saving throw.
check.
Yeah.
Do
Yep.
do not stun me.
It would be genuinely hard for me to fail that.
It would, but it's not impossible.
No.
So let me have my fears.
I was waiting to say that until after I rolled.
All right,
Thank
good.
you for
Okay.
that.
So everybody's good except that Marcus is blind until the end of his next turn. And speaking of Marcus's turn, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm blind, so unfortunately that really reduces everything that I could possibly do that I wanted to do. However, I do know that Kira is behind me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she
Yeah.
touched you.
Yeah. The problem is I know that this thing's been doing some stupid fucking shit. And I know roughly where its radius reaches. So Marcus is going to turn around. Is she still blind? Is she
I was
still
just
blind, by
about
the
to, I didn't want to
way?
interrupt
Did
you.
say it was still the end
It's
of
the
her
end of
turn?
her turn. I don't think
Okay,
the
okay.
4 would have done it anyway, but just so you
no.
know, you're not blind anymore, Kira. It was the end of your turn.
Okay, so Marcus is going to blind. He doesn't really seem affected by being blind, but he will look kind of around, like up and around, and he turns towards where he heard Zachary's voice, and he's just gonna say, "Just stay in the fucking kitchen and stay in the fucking kitchen." And then Marcus is he's gonna drop his right flail. His arm is going to kind of point backwards, and I'm going to burn my action for my free telekinetic movement, and I'm going to grab Kira, and I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to put her 30 feet directly back because I know that's out of the radius of this dickhead's burst.
Okay.
And I'm not playing that fucking game. So he literally, you just get lifted up off the ground and then whoosh, swoops across the floor. But I'm hasted, so guess what, assholes? I get another action. And I will reach down for my environmental, pick my flail back up, and take my attack action at disadvantage because I'm fucking blind. So, bear with me for a moment here. Alright. Yeah, I don't think that I have any weird... I don't have any... No, I just have an extended dark vision. Okay. So, I will, I'll swing with the flail. First flail.
Okay.
Hang on. That's not disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it
so
is.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so, I am going to burn a psi point for psi strike.
Okay.
So bear with me for one moment. He needs to make a DC 17 strength saving throw. And you said he is resistant to force, so he takes 6, 7, 8, 9, so 19 total points of damage from the strike.
Let me do the strength really quick. He got a 16 for the strength check.
Excellent. So, you
Or
know what,
saving
let me
throw,
just-
excuse
hold
me.
on, let me just double check and make sure that I have this right here, because I feel like for some reason that I am cheating the fuck. Nope, it's 17. Can confirm. Okay. Okay, so I will choose to knock him prone instead
Alright.
of knocking him back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 19 points of damage, and then I will use my second attack, which will be a straight roll because he's prone and I'm blind.
Yeah.
That's right, bitch. And that's a 27.
Nice. Alright.
We're doing
Work.
Okay, so he takes 14 points
Okay.
of total damage there from that strike. And then guess what? I've got my bonus action still, so I'm gonna swing again on this bitch. Straight roll.
Okay.
And a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh man, I'm not putting up with this bullshit.
Apparently not.
Really don't care if you're blind. Damn.
Yeah, so 13, that's 13 points of total.
Alright.
Okay, so 13, 19, and some, it just does a lot of fucking...
He's still standing, but the wounds from where you've hit
Wait,
him.
he's standing?
I'm sorry, he's still
I'm
alive.
just being a
He's
smart
still.
ass.
He's not dead yet.
He is not, I didn't vote for him.
He's still standing better
Yeah.
than he ever did.
But the areas where you've inflicted wounds on him, there's like that dark energy seems to be seeping out. It's not bleeding like normal, but there's like dark energy mixed with whatever runs through his veins.
Okay, and to be clear, he was already bloodied,
Correct.
so he's just looking worse.
He's
and
looking worse and worse.
worse.
You're doing
Fucking-
work.
Yes, that's awesome. So that was my action, hasted action, regular action, bonus action. That's it. Now you said you said it was at the end of my next turn, so this would be my turn.
You are no
So
longer blind
I
after
end
this.
my turn. I'm blind.
Correct.
I'm not blind. Okay, got it.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yep. And then
That's important for just my reaction
Mhm.
economy.
yeah, okay. Aegis, it is your turn.
Okay, so we're gonna start off 2 sorcery points to quicken a cure wounds. We're gonna go yeah, we'll go 5th level for it because I'm needing some hit points, man.
Oh,
After that
I
retroactive
was hoping
one.
you were
She
gonna
just
start.
called you out over here off mic. She goes, "Heal yourself, Aegis."
Oh yeah, no, that was very much the plan because I was like 49 out of 80. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. 20 points of damage. Ouch.
Yeah, that hurts. That's good. That's a good heal. That was actually a very good heal.
Yeah, I was about to say that brings me back up to 62.
Yeah, that's great.
And then we're gonna go ahead and do the bullshit that I messaged you about because
Okay.
I didn't expect this to quite happen like this, but this is how we're gonna roll with it. So we are just gonna take a moment, focus inward, and reach out to Soon. If you can hear us, we need your help. And he is going to open the font of magic to become an anchor for Gale.
All right. So go ahead and burn a sorcery point to be able to do that. And you, Tempest, you would see as Aegis says this, you would see there's like a kind of like a boom, and then the rose gold energy starts to go from his hands toward Gale, and it looks like she might be. You see a calmness come over her face that you haven't seen in the training that you've done with her. Anything else, Aegis?
Quick clarifying things real quick. One, will this be a concentration thing?
Yeah, you'll be concentrating on
Okay.
her. Yep.
2, is it just going to be the 1 sorcery point, or is it going to be 1 sorcery point per round I'm concentrating?
It's going to depend on how things go when she uses her magic.
You know, that's completely fair, especially because wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah.
final thing, I'm assuming that took my action.
Yeah. What would that Yeah, that would be your action. Yep.
I was about to say, I was like, I burned the quicken spell just because I'm like, I figure this is gonna
Yeah,
be an action, not
that
a
was a
bonus
smart way to
action
do
type
it.
deal.
Yeah, but you do still have your bonus action if you have something you want to do with that. That's not a spell.
No,
I guess.
because burned the quicken spell for the cure wound, so that would have been bonus action.
Oh, got it. Yep. Duh. Okay, great. Moving on then.
Yep.
Candace, give this guy 10, 11, 12, 13 hit points back. I just read haste. When I use the action for an attack action, I only get one of my 2 weapon attacks. I don't get to use all of my extra attacks.
Got
so
it.
I fucked up there.
Thank you
So
for
he would
catching
only- Yeah, he would get 13.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. All right, moving on to.
You're
His
just
turn.
making him suffer longer.
Yeah, no,
Right.
listen, I got some things that are about to go down. About to go down on this demon. Wait,
All right.
what? Sorry, yes?
Okay, you know how I never. There's
See,
always
I've
something I
been
don't
started.
plan for with you guys. I'd like to very clearly state I did not plan for that. So,
I would be
Alright.
so concerned
There's
if
our
you dad.
loophole.
Marcus, you're going to see this guy. He starts to shift in and out like what you saw Alan do. He stays
While
in front
he's
of
still
you.
laying on the ground?
Well, he's going to use half his movement to
No,
stand up.
that's what I was
first.
just
Yeah,
making sure,
yeah.
just so I know.
But as he's standing up, you start to see him shifting, like you saw Alan shifting, where it's like he's in more than one place at once. He stays in front of you, and he is going to try to attack you, but he's only going to try to attack you once.
Okay, that's a 22 AC. And just let me know if it hits.
All right, 1 second. He will hit you.
Okay, I will take all of the damage and I will burn my reaction for a Hellish Rebuke. The Hellish Rebuke will be the Racial Hellish Rebuke, and that will be a DC 17 Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. He only did 11 points of necrotic damage to you. I rolled a lot of ones.
So 5 and then 5.
Yeah.
I'll roll concentration.
Well, actually, no, I'm resistant to necrotic now, so
Yeah, so it's only
I-
gonna be-
I only take 5,
Yeah, so
so she takes 2, or
yeah, you would take 5.
or-
She'll take 2. Yep,
Well, hang on, you said it was 11 total.
11
right?
total. Then half of that would be
Reduced.
5.
So I take. So then I actually only take I'll take 3, the higher end, and she takes 2.
You guys just each take 2 because it would be
Okay,
2
so
if
that's
we were
fine, yeah,
having
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
All right, and then hold on, let me roll for him. It was Dex, right?
Yes.
I don't actually know if that would reduce it again because it says you'd become resistant to all damage.
Oh, you know
You're
what? That's
already
a fair
resistant.
point. That is a fair point.
Hold on,
That's
let me
but
think.
you would take half. No, you're
We
right.
would both
you're
take
right,
5.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I think she's right because
And it has
you can't
resistant
double
all
up on
damage.
But
exactly.
hold on though, but because you take it first and then she halves what you take because you
No.
are.
But I can't.
Also,
double.
each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage.
Got it. Okay, so you both take 5.
So we're both
Yeah.
taking 5, not 2.
Exactly.
Okay. Yep.
Got it.
All right. Okay. So let me roll for him.
Okay, yeah. So DC 17 on that, and yeah, if not, it's 14 fire damage.
He will take the 14 fire. I only
Fuck
got
yeah.
13.
Yeah, so like so what does he do to me? You said it looks like he's shifting, and then as he's shifting, he tries to swing at me.
So he
Or he does
does
swing
swing at you, and it's kind of weird. It's like he's blinking in and out in front of you.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Marcus will just like grab onto it. He'll like he'll toss the flail up, grab onto his wrist, whisper the infernal incantation, and let the fire do its work while he catches the flail because it's his only cool thing.
Right. Okay, excellent. Okay, moving on to the top. All right, so Gale, you will see her successfully harness magic. Tempest, this is the first time you've seen her be able to do this with such control. Give me 1 second to roll on the table.
Oh god. If she blows this fucking house up, she may get
Then
executed.
I'm harvesting the house for parts.
She could turn herself into a flower pot.
That would be okay. I would also accept summons a flump.
All right, so you see the magic in her hands sort of like get pinpointed, and she reaches out, Tempest, and puts a hand on your shoulder, and when she opens her eyes, you see fire in her eyes, and she says an incantation and casts Dragon's Breath. So you will be able to, until the spell ends, which is 1 minute in its concentration, you will be able to take a magic action to exhale a 15-foot cone of fire. And then you'll see her kind of like sort of gasp for breath, and her eyes go back to normal, and she looks at you and she says, "Go save the world again." And then she leans back against the wall. All right, and then Zachary does what he's told
You Gale.
and stays in the fucking kitchen. Kira, it's your turn.
Kira's doing great. She's doing so great. Can I shoot through the defender space? Like, can I try and shoot the demon hellspawn from here? Not talking about my boyfriend, the other one.
I mean, anything's possible in the world of D&D.
Okay.
The good thing is I've got a really high AC, so if you miss it, there's a very low chance you're hitting me.
Right.
Yeah, but if I hit my cat, I'm dead.
Oh, true.
Well, you're not gonna hit your cats from here right now.
Don't roll a nat 1.
Unless you roll a nat 1, then crazy things can happen.
Plink, plink, meow, meow.
Still, she was only 3 days old.
It ricochets off of Min and hits me or somebody else over here in the back.
Actually, Kira is going to technically hold her action to cast when Syl gets within range. Syl is going to fly up and is going to try and bop the demon.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp through Syl.
Okay.
That was a horrible roll.
Yeah, unfortunately that misses. But Syl does boop him. It just doesn't work.
And then Syl, as a verbal, lets out the tiniest little hiss. Yeah. I think that's about what we do. It doesn't go super great. It makes sense. Kira's a little wavering on her feet
Little
right
bit,
now.
Yeah. All right. At the end of Kira's turn, assuming you're done.
Yep.
All right. At the end of Kira's turn, you will see all right, so you guys will see it looks at Marcus directly, and he as he looks into, like, makes eye contact with you, Marcus, after recoiling from the fire damage you just did, he takes in a huge breath. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Does this breath attack just affect me, or is he breathing
Only
in?
you.
Or
He's
is he-
breathing in, only affecting
a
you.
con saving throw?
Yes,
Is this versus fear or charm?
it is not.
Well, I'm gonna keep asking you till it
That's fine. It is versus he's kind of an asshole.
That's a nat fucking 20. 20 goddamn 9, baby.
That's
It's
definitely.
about ti- By the way, it's about fucking time I rolled a Constitution saving throw that was above like a 6.
Yeah, well,
So
it's a good thing too. So you start to feel he's definitely trying to steal your life force. He's trying to completely steal your life force. You fight.
joke's on him. I'm dead, bitch.
You fight him off. No problem, really. You're in it to win it right now. But you also felt like if he had succeeded, like as he was trying to do that to you, you felt like you weren't going to be able to possibly move, and you managed to fight that off as well. So
Okay. Did I take half damage?
yeah,
already,
give me
or
one
was it-
sec. I'm gonna roll it real quick.
Okay, just give me the total, because I've got so many weird fucking things going on. I'm just gonna. Also, was this versus poison?
No.
Okay. All right.
So that would be, so it's gonna be
Total.
38 total. Halved is 19.
Because of my success. And what kind?
It's necrotic, so
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter anyways. I take half from every.
right. Yeah, that's
So
true.
Halved would be 19.
So it
divided
would
by
be
2 is 9.
9. Yep.
So I take 9 and she takes 9?
No, doesn't.
Yeah.
That's accurate. However, things are about to get real dramatic.
Yep, because she's about to lose consciousness, which means her concentration pops.
So, yes, I am about to lose consciousness. Candace, do you want to describe or do you want me to describe?
You can describe if you'd like.
Okay, let me flip over to the tab. So as Kira crumples behind you, you are unfortunately, the haste is gonna drop. Sorry. Lasted longer than I thought I was going to. But Min suddenly also stops, freezes in place. There is a thread of silver light that comes not from Kira to Min, but from Min to Kira. A glow starts at Min, goes along this thread, and goes to Kira, who, as that light hits her, she gasps in a breath and sits up again. Min does not move. That's half of, so 1d4 rounds. Sorry, rolling all the things. Min's
Okay,
down
so
for
one.
a round.
Okay.
That's going to put me half of her HP.
All right.
So, unfortunately, I lost concentration. However, I'm not dying.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky for you, I just lost my whole fucking round.
All right.
Got you a couple extra hits.
No, because I had to get you out of dodge.
All right. So okay. All right. So next is Tempest.
Okay. Tempest will 5, 10, 15. 10, 15 into the room. I guess I'll see Kira still crumpled right now, right? Pretty much she's just on the ground still.
Yeah,
Yes,
she
but
hasn't had a
eyes are
chance to
open.
stand up. Yeah,
Looking
I would.
real bad.
Yeah, she doesn't look good.
Well, he'll take a detour then, and 30 right next to Kira here, and give you a little healing. It's gonna be a level 3 healing into your face. Oh man, that was gonna be a lot better. It's better than 0.
It's better than the one I was at, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he'll pet, I guess, kind of like almost try to like help Kira up. It's like, come on, we have our house to defend. You can't lie down. No napping on the job. Come on. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be it. Stan still can't really do much from where he's at, so.
All right.
Oh wait, actually, he can squeeze in there now. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that legal?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's right next to Marcus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Syl can fit, then yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so then where does that go? Whack. I don't think that's gonna hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Hey, helping. Stan's helping.
Actually,
all right.
those are called large creatures, aren't they? Are all of your animated objects large?
They don't have to be large. It could be up to large.
Up to large. Okay. Yeah.
Let me just read this again to make sure I'm doing this all correctly.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with it as long as it's up to large. Then I'm fine with them because it's a
I
small
can
store.
target large or smaller.
Okay, great. Okay, that's fine. Yep.
Yep.
I pictured that as like Aegis's stepping stool, so I was gonna change the visual if I had to, if it was supposed to be large. All right.
Yeah, no, it's just
So is that it?
Yeah, and you said the cone was 15 feet,
Correct.
and that's until I use it.
Yeah, it's up to 1 minute as long as she's concentrating.
Got it. Okay.
All
Yes,
right.
and that is it.
Okay, moving on to Marcus.
I mean, why even waste the time? I'm fucking stunned for the entire turn. Because
Okay.
he's gone. Goodbye.
All right, Aegis.
Well, I guess one, did I hear Kira crumple?
I would say, I mean, you're right there, so I would say you would have heard her make a sound. I don't know if you would know exactly what happened, but you definitely would have heard. You would have heard her kind of cry out, at least.
Next question, does it look like Gale is like she's used up her magic, or does she seem like she could go still if she wanted?
So she does look kind of spent. That's how I'll word it. It looks like
Gotcha.
she's kind of spent.
In that case, then we are gonna go and investigate, see what the fuck happened to Kira. It's gonna end up being 2 heals. I just want to figure out how I have to do this here. Okay, so it's gonna be
Sorry about that, stream.
okay. So bonus action, 2 sorcery points to quicken Wither and Bloom, right below Marcus.
Okay, hold on one second.
You know what? I have mending. It's fine. He'll go ahead and repair all of the damage to it. We're gonna bring this bad boy all the way up to 6th level.
And was this where you wanted it?
Yep.
All right.
So DC 17 con save could have been better. It was 19 necrotic that he will take on a fail, half on a success, and then half if resistance.
I think he actually failed. Hold on a second. Con, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, he did fail. However, he doesn't take what you would expect him to take. It does seem like he's only taking part of it, but he does take some of the damage. And I assume you're healing, Marcus?
Yep.
How
That is
much?
up to 6th level. That is up to 5 hit dice.
And that I can spend my own hit dice. Is that correct?
Yep. You
Yeah.
can use up to 5 of your own hit dice.
Understood. Okay, Candace, I am going to. And how do I factor in Constitution modifiers?
It's for
Or is
each.
It's your.
I was just about to look at that.
I think we've done it as for
Plus
each.
my spell
Yours,
casting
okay.
ability
Right.
modifier.
Got it. So it acts like a cure wounds almost.
Okay, so what's your modifier?
Plus 4.
Okay, so I add whatever dice I roll plus 4. Okay, so I am going to
No, you'll roll die plus 4, die plus
for
4.
each.
Die,
Oh
yeah.
shit. Okay, I will go ahead and burn because I'm not actually that hurt. I will burn 1 fighter and 1 sorcerer. And thank you.
All right.
And then action, another sorcery point. We're gonna go ahead and distant a close wounds onto Kira,
Okay.
which with our current level would be up to 3 hit dice.
So Kira, you can burn 3 of your hit dice, and it's your con modifier for each if you would like to do that. Yeah, that's good.
I do, in fact, like 24 points of healing from a cantrip. Thank you.
And that is action, bonus action, so that'll be it for me.
All right. Moving on to him. I don't know who broke him. I think it was Cat. All right.
I'm encouraging bad ideas.
So this guy, Marcus, he is going to grab you and try
Okay,
again.
I'm fucking stunned. Actually, I'm not stunned. I just can't take move, whatever.
Right,
Okay.
but you still get a Constitution saving throw.
You said he's gonna try to move me though. He's grabbing.
No,
me?
he's doing the same thing as last time. Where it's
Oh,
yep.
wow, okay. Constitution saving
Yep.
throw. That's a 16. I'll take the 16, whatever.
Okay, hold on one second. Sorry, I have to pull up all my shit. Okay, 16. Okay, hold on one second.
I still have my heroic inspiration, but if he's gonna, I don't know how close I felt to even passing last time, so I'll just fucking eat it if it comes down to it.
Yeah. So, so I don't know if you have anything, but that would be a failure. Okay.
I mean, I can't. I can't use my DEM inspiration after I learn success or failure. I don't think, right?
I kind of want to say yes, and I've been thinking about this because when people.
It says immediately after rolling it, and you must use the new roll. So I don't want to cheat it, but it's your call, I guess.
So what I was going to say is that there are people who have abilities where you get the option to do that.
I'm just looking at the actual heroic inspiration like rule. If you click on
yeah.
thing, it says that if you have the inspiration, you can expend it to reroll any die immediately after rolling it, and you must use the new roll. So I didn't immediately roll it, but
Okay, well here's what I'll say. So you can tell that what he's doing is similar to what he had just tried to do to you, but kind of to a lesser extent. So he is going to he will damage you, and it's going to be 28, but it's necrotic, so it's only going to be 14.
14.
And then he's going to slash at you as well.
To be clear, I'm not even close to bloodied. I'm still almost.
Yeah, I know. Especially after that heal.
Yeah.
So he will hit you as he slashes at you.
Yeah, my AC is only 19. So, however, I do still have my react. Nope. I can't use any actions, which would include reactions, bonus actions, and.
Wasn't that to the end of your turn though?
No. Because of the haste spell, it's until the beginning of my next.
Oh,
turn.
beginning of your next turn.
Yeah, when the spell ends, the target can't move or take any actions until its next turn.
Okay,
Yep,
all right.
So I lose my reaction too.
Okay, so then it will hit you, and it's going to do. Good lord, that thing was spinning forever. Okay, it's only going to be 14 reduced to 7 necrotic.
Necrotic.
Yep.
7. Okay, got it.
And that's it for his turn, but he is definitely like locked in with Marcus right now.
I'm still got over 100.
And
so I'm fine.
Marcus, toward the end of his turn, he looks at you and says, "You should have killed me when you had the chance." And then moving on to the top.
That's awfully fucking dramatic. Just so you know, he still has a downed counter on him. The knockdown. I was trying to take a fucking screenshot of this conversation going on right now until I got my shit.
All right, moving on to the top of the round. So Gale kind of stands there, and she's just sort of supporting herself against the wall. At this point, kind of effectively like a stun. Kira.
I'm going to move. I don't know where I can get a clear line on him is the problem. I think I'm just going to have to try and shoot over... What is this? Here?
It's like a long dresser. Or short shelf, if you guys took the drawers out, I guess.
I've got a really, really dumb DM question. When Marcus acquired furniture for this place, it's quality furniture, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think I am?
Someone who can't tell a light bulb from a wizard in a wall.
Touche.
Someone who used the rod of security and still had a leaky sink.
Touche, damn it! I said touche. You got me.
Okay. I would like to use my movement to go on top of this furniture. Because I want to shoot past Marcus and I don't want to shoot him.
All right,
And
just
the
give
demon's taller.
Just give me an acrobatics or athletics to get up there.
I would like to remind you, I have gone for 2 runs.
Remind yourself. Remind your dice.
Which tells you she's extra sleepy, so roll at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Then I got carried. It was a sweet thing. See, I am athletic.
Shit.
You went for a run today. Yeah, you can successfully stand up on the shelf/dresser thingy.
Okay, I'm gonna be kind of between the 2 squares because it is 5 feet, obviously there, but there's not a single square. I'm gonna try and pew pew a demon.
All right. $20 hits. All right.
We're gonna throw an extra 2d6 of force damage behind it, even though I know it's gonna be halved.
Yeah, you rolled 2 6s. It's still 1. Okay, that's good. 3. Okay.
Yeah, take it to 10. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can tell like the non-existent bolt itself he takes the full effect from, but the additional he does not.
Yep. Then we're just gonna shoot him again.
All right. Yeah, that hits. She needed a height, people. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I went for a run. That's all I've got going for me here.
Okay.
So I shoot him again. Is this table big enough where Min can go, like, here and share a space with Zubul?
That's Stan.
No, is that Stan?
Zubul's blue.
Sorry,
and
I'm
a
zoomed out
dragon.
way the
Okay.
fuck. Sorry, I saw a round and assumed Zubul.
Yeah, no, he as soon as there's combat, Tempest is like, Zubul, go away.
Nope, fair
Fuck
enough.
off, Zubul.
I would say, so
I think Stan's medium size, so.
Yeah, Stan is medium, Syl is small.
I'm just trying to figure out where Min can attack
She could
this
be
thing.
on the table. I mean, Min can get up on the table.
Hell yeah. She went, oh, we're allowed to go on furniture now?
Yeah, she sees Mom do it, or I guess Sis do it, and she's like, all right, I'm up.
Do you want me to roll for her to?
Yeah, it just needs
Do
to not
that.
be a nat 1. That's all. If it's a nat 1, then she fumbles.
Then that's going to be hilarious. Hang on, I'm figuring out where her sheet went. I hate where they put the steel defender.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
She leaps
So,
over Marcus to get onto that table.
She does the slow catwalk over and like very calmly and gently jumps up on top of Stan and sort of kicks Marcus in the process and then steps from Stan onto the table. Like it's very nonchalant. She's going after a glass.
Murder.
All right.
Let's see if she remembered the objective in the desire to get on the table. She did not. She was mostly excited to be on the table.
She's never allowed on the table. This is the best. Yeah, she's just happy to be here. Anything else?
Syl hisses again, and that concludes our turn.
Okay. At the end of Kira's turn, this motherfucker. Marcus.
Yeah, no, I'm still stunned, so just go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do to me. Just be gentle.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Why the fuck would it not be? All right.
I'm gonna guess not, but is this a spell?
No.
I know what
Okay.
this is, kind of. 13 is
Plus
not
4.
Plus 4.
I'm close enough now.
She's adding her
Okay. Sorry. I
Archangel.
was like, wait, am I missing a buff or something?
No.
Like, Marcus is still drooling and slack-jawed, so I'll take the 17.
Okay. All right. So it is going to. So you're going to take half, but you'll see similar dark energy emit from it. And rather than. It looks similar to when it hurt everybody, but it's focused only on you, this energy.
Oh, okay. All right. So what was the total?
1 second.
The total post success pre my reductions.
Post success pre reductions is 21.
Okay, and what kind of damage?
Force.
I will take all.
Okay.
Because I don't have a choice. You said 21.
21. That's correct.
Okie dokie.
All right. And so now it is Tempest's turn.
To be clear, Marcus is bleeding pretty profusely at this point. He is not bloodied.
Well,
He is not bloodied.
He is bleeding his own blood, though. Nobody does that.
I am bleeding my own.
nobody lets me please my own blood. Well, there's a min in the way of a dragon breath now, so I'm not going to do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. You go right
Sorry, I didn't think about that.
there. No, that's okay. That's okay. Nobody would expect me to breathe fire on people.
No, especially not over the wooden table.
I know, but my wife, my girlfriend gave me dragon's breath.
You need a
Okay, and
doctor
then
for that?
you need penicillin for that. I'm going to shout over the table to Marcus there and say, "Hey, feel better." And healing word.
Okay.
The healing word is better.
Ah,
The healing
Do
word
better.
is
I thought it was
better.
feel because it's Tempest.
Oh yeah, feel. Actually, in your mind, it'd be like, feel.
and that's what snaps him out of his slack-jawed moment.
It does. It's perfect.
Oh shit,
That's
that's
pretty
a
good
good
for
one.
a healing
That's a
word.
good one.
Okay, that's a bonus action, and that means I cannot hit the big guy with my stool. So, that's it.
All right, Marcus, it is your turn.
Okay, so Marcus, hearing the heal in his brain, literally snaps out of his lethargy, wipes the drool from his jaw, looks at this fucking guy. I see a thing on him, Candace. What is the debuff or buff?
That
on
was a
this guy?
misclick.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine because if there was something, I just wanted to make sure that I was understanding correctly.
No, I just clicked too many times.
Okay, so you guys will see. The kind of like the pink and red mist rise out of Marcus's midsection and into his face mask or into his headset. I am going to drop both of the flails.
Okay.
And I am going to fucking just, you guys hear Marcus scream, kind of this almost like bloodthirsty barbarian scream, and I'm going to lunge at this guy. Candace, I am going to attempt an unarmed strike.
All right.
Excuse me, a claw attack.
Okay.
19?
I believe that's just what you need.
A 19 better fucking hit something that has no armor.
Yeah, 19 just hits.
Okay. I'm going to strike it. Hang on, I'm not done. We will hit it with a psionic strike. So that is a strength saving throw, DC 17.
All right.
I'm assuming it has resistance to any piercing, bludgeoning, slashing if it's not magical.
It does, yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, so I'm doing the calculation.
I got exactly a 17.
Okay, so he does resist that. So that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
Okay. He looks like shit.
Great. I miss him, which is okay, not that big of a deal. I'm going to use my second attack, and I'm going to attempt to grapple this motherfucker.
Okay.
So I'm going to use athletics as mine.
Mhm.
He can use either athletics or acrobatics.
All right.
That is a 14. I will use my heroic inspiration for this. And that is a 26.
All right, 1 second. I got a 24.
Fuck. Good thing I did what I had to
Yep.
do. Now, I can grapple things one size larger than me,
Yep.
which I have. Since I have grappled him, I can move, and if I am understanding correctly, based on what we've done in the past, I can move him at half my speed.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So I'm going to go 5.
I picture it as like a football, like, you know,
Yep.
like, yeah.
I'm going to move him to where I've got the red square. I'm moving him out of the Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
There is a moment there where Min can... Oh, Min does not get reactions. Is that correct?
Yes, she does.
Oh,
Yeah, she can
does.
have attack
Okay.
of opportunity if she does.
Okay, so I am moving it out of Min's reach.
Okay.
And technically out of Sill's reach?
Yeah, but
Syl get it too,
Kira
or-
would have had to save her.
Oh, right.
Syl technically could, but can only do 0 damage with the.
You could
with
still
her
have her
attack
roll if
of
you
op.
want, but go ahead and roll for Min if
don't-
she's going to attack.
I don't want to piss off the demon with Syl.
Right.
Min is just clawing at the table.
Yeah, she's still excited to be on the table.
All right, so as I get this fucking guy, as I grab this guy, I'm gonna grab him like since I don't have my flails, I grab him like by the midsection, and then I grab him around the throat. And Marcus will reach down and use his horns to trigger the visor thing, and I'm gonna pop the eyes up and the mouth down, and Marcus is gonna say, "You did not want to be trapped in here with me, motherfucker." And I'm going to try to bite him.
All right.
And
Go.
if I do land the bite, I am going to begin draining this
Okay.
motherfucker. Not with that roll, I'm not.
Dang it.
That's okay, because what I'm going to do, that was my bonus action, by the way. That was, that was action, attack, bonus action, and then because I have movement left, I'm just gonna fucking spin in a circle and throw him back into the fucking Guardian.
I figured that was your backup plan. All right. I'm not even gonna roll. Here's what happens. You guys see Marcus push this guy out of the Guardian's range. I would say that Aegis and Tempest, you would definitely be able to hear the shit talking that Marcus does when he brings up the visor, and then you see him spin around, and as he turns, it's almost like in slow motion. This thing slowly disintegrates as it re-enters the Guardian's range. And Marcus is standing there with his hand up in the air as though he's still grappling this thing by the throat, but it is gone. It is no more.
Does the scary music stop?
Hold on, I'm working on it.
She's like, and now you get the swarm of methods.
And around the same time, you would hear movement in the kitchen as Zachary moves over to Alan, and then he says, Aegis, he's waking up. We are out of combat.
Coming.
All right, so
And
Marcus.
he's gonna start.
No, please. Oh, okay, you're moving. Yeah, Marcus is going to drop to his knees. He is going to immediately pop the visor, and the visor and then closes up. And then the pink mist, I'm going to just wait here for like the next 30 seconds. And you guys will see the pink mist rising up and into his visor from the rest of his body.
I'm going to interrupt that a little bit,
Oh.
but I can wait until after the brother scene if you want. But
Okay.
mine will be fast. So up to you, the order of things.
So we'll go with Aegis first. So Aegis, you run into the kitchen. Alan, who did have the tainted look to his eyes again, that has completely faded. That has gone at this point. He sits up and blinks and looks around, and he looks at you and he says, Angus, what happened?
It seems apparently it wasn't all gone, but now we've taken care of that.
He'll try to look past you into the room, and he'll only really be able to see Gale running to Tempest at that point. But he looks up at you and he says, it wasn't gone like it spawned from me."
Hey,
He lets out a long sigh, and he says, "Even 900 years in the future, I'm still putting you in the same bullshit danger."
in 900 years in the future, I'm still here to make sure that you're okay.
You'd see him
Never
smirk.
gonna change.
You'd see him smirk, and it would turn to a smile, and then he'd put a hand up for you to help him up. Zachary kind of backs off.
Yeah, he would absolutely go ahead, take his hand, and help him up.
"Sorry I was useless during that one. I think it's definitely time for me to talk to the Kraken."
You kidding me? Anything like that comes out of anybody, I'm expecting them to be out.
"We're sure it's dead."
If my guardian of faith has anything to say about it, thanks to Marcus, oh yeah.
He lets out a sigh of relief and shakes his head and is just like, "Is there anything I can do to help clean up, at least?"
Don't worry about that. Everything... I think you'll realize this group, it's kind of how it was with the flame. We've all learned how to make it work within our group.
He nods, and you can tell his ego has taken a huge hit with the last few events. There's not a brokenness to him, but definitely a sense of, like, he feels lost. You can sense that in him. He'll just kind of stand there and he'll say, "Well, put me to work."
Aegis is gonna take a moment. He was about to say something, but he's gonna go ahead and straighten up. Alright then, sailor. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go ahead and start helping with the in here from breakfast. After that, we'll go ahead and start planning for what comes next.
He immediately turns and starts cleaning up from breakfast and starts washing dishes and stuff, and you could tell giving him a purpose was probably a good freaking call. Alright, anything else? Are you good with?
No, that'd be fine.
Okay, perfect. Kira, what are you doing?
Yeah, so Marcus is back. He's on his knees in this dust pile, letting the psychic energy kind of like flow into his face, all cinched up again.
So while the pink mist is going like demon's gone, Aegis takes off to the kitchen, deal with brother things. Gale and Tempest are fade to blacking in the middle of the room. It's concerning. Kira's going to clamber down. She's leaving a concerning amount of blood behind her, though she's less actively bleeding. And then she is going to run and
On your way by, Tempest gives a little like feel.
Thank you. That officially makes me not bloodied. Sorry, I'm putting in the hit points and laughing. And she is going to, she's gonna hug Marcus where he's kneeling, like throw her arms around him, and just in Elven, it's gonna be I am so sorry. I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Oh, fuck me. Marcus reaches up and pushes the visor. He actually rips the visor off and throws it down, and he starts to pull his gauntlets off. And he kind of like grabs Kira like around the shoulders and pulls her in. "You are bleeding fucking profusely. Hold on one second." He kind of pushes you back suddenly, reaches into his belt loop and pulls out a potion with a really dark red syrupy liquid. Drink this. Fucking drink this. You are bleeding out, and I can't stop it. I don't know how to heal. The gods fucking loathe me.
Sorry, that last sentence broke, Cat.
Broke me too.
No, I just need some of Aegis's cooking, and I'll be fine. I feel... Oh, shit.
Your ribs are broke. They are sticking from your chest.
Yeah, but I feel... and actually anyone who's in the room with magical sight type things would see that thread of silver is still connected to her and Min at the moment.
Oh, is Min still stunned?
No, Min jumped on the table.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
She's just happy on the table.
Yeah, Min's just pawing at the table, just kind of enjoying her life. But that thread is still there. No, I'm okay. If you're okay, I'm okay.
You are far from fucking okay. Marcus will now you know what? Yeah, we're at that point. I'm gonna burn another psi point, and I'm gonna completely strip myself of the armor. So Marcus burns the psi point. And
right here? Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
Leave.
He holds his arms out, and the armor just kind of separates from his body. He is wearing the sweatsuit. There is a shitload of blood, but he begins to kind of like show like his chest, his arms. He's like, "Look, there is nothing. I'm fine. You are actively bleeding. Drink the fucking potion, Master Aegis."
No, he's with his brother. Fine, I'll drink it.
Fuck his brother.
Fine, coming.
No, we're good.
No, come here now. She's bleeding out.
I'm not bleeding out. I'm fine.
Oh, you
Then
need,
drink
you
the
need more
potion.
healing? You need more healing?
Drink the fucking potion, please.
You have another healing word.
She's gonna like fumble with the cork of the potion. These are quick release like potions for the mortally wounded, and she cannot figure out how to get this thing open at the moment.
Why are healing potions childproof?
No, drink it. Here, I've pulled the cork off. Drink the fucking potion. Master Aegis, look at her. Tell her she's not fine. And standing here with his bare
Okay.
chest exposed to you, I am fine. She is the epitome of not fine. She's fine, but she is fucked up.
Okay, I need a serious thing here, and I'm willing to make the medicine roll for it if I
Okay.
have to. Scale of 1 to 10, how bad? 1 being like at 0 HP or next to it, 10 being 100%
You
full.
know that she's a little better than half right now. She's a little better than half. You guys have been doing this shit long enough, even though it really hasn't been that long in game, to be able to recognize when somebody's really effed up.
5th level then.
All right. So 27 points of healing from Aegis, and I think you already got the 8 from Tempest. Yeah, your mental health may not be that great, but
And Marcus is like got her by the shoulders, and as the healing
gonna-
spell goes off,
I'm gonna also just hit myself with a healing spell too. As he's like all but shaking her. She's just gonna mutter the incant like every other breath. And that'll be another 8, which puts me exactly to full.
you hear a loud sigh of relief as Marcus kind of sits back, kind of holding Kira's shoulders, and he kind of like sits her forward, and he just goes, "Fuck. Thank your gods, Master Aegis. Your goddess, excuse me, not your gods. I know you are monotheistic and not polytheistic. Thank you for that. And
I wouldn't go that far, but I understand that others believe in them, and I'm willing to at least understand those differences, but Soon as the one that chose me, I didn't choose her. But at the same time, I'm glad for her choice.
I agree. If it would have been something like Erithnol, I think we'd be in a much different predicament. Okay, so, everybody's good. And Marcus starts to stand up now suddenly, and he's like grabbing for his armor, physically, not psychically.
Like that. It might need some repairing. I'll take that.
Marcus looks down. Yeah, you should probably. Fuck, what time is it? I think I need to take a sleep.
It's
She
like,
looks at her watch. It's 6:38 a.m.
yeah, Zachary walks in at that moment too and says, it's barely breakfast time. How?
I was about to say that sounds like second breakfast to me.
I
I'll
haven't
get
even
stuck.
had my coffee.
Zachary-
I'm gonna interrupt slightly. With one hand, Kira, not getting up from next to Marcus, is just gonna reach into her bag, pull out the eternal coffee cup, and just hold it up behind her for Tempest. Nope, not for Marcus.
No,
He
no,
said
no.
he
That's
needs
not
coffee.
that. Nope, that's not where I was going. But yes, please.
And thank you both for the heals. Thank you for offering the potion. I feel great, actually.
Zachary walks in and looks around at the group and where the like nothingness of the where the creature was, and he says, "Okay. So when you guys tell me to like circle the block, this is the kind of shit you are doing while I pick up milkshakes." And
Yeah, on a regular basis.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. And please, unless the vehicle is being ransacked by ruffians, just get to fucking safety. Otherwise, lock and load.
I just felt an instinct to protect the house, but you guys definitely had it.
Actually, you just got your new car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I augment it a little?
Only if I can help.
Of course you can help.
Sorry, would you mind fixing my armor before you do that? I feel very naked. As he's got, like, he's torn
You are
his
naked.
fucking... I'm
She's-
not naked. I'm wearing my
She's gonna
sweatsuit.
side eye, and in the most
Bloody
deadpan,
sweatsuit.
she's gonna say, "Your armor might take a while. Sorry."
Okay, well, I can take care of it then. That's no problem. I'll do
No.
it by myself.
What, Marcus?
What?
No.
You just want me to...
Yes.
She wants to see you out of your armor more, buddy.
Let me go change sweatsuits, as this one has a lot of blood that is...
That's why
No,
you wear
it's
black.
mine. I do have one black one. I'll go put my black sweatsuit on, in case I bleed more today. I hope I don't bleed more today, just to be clear.
I would rather you didn't.
I would rather you didn't.
I feel fantastic.
I
Better than
know.
fantastic, actually.
No, you look good. Excuse me. And he steps into the space kind of that Kira's in, and he reaches down. He, like, bends down suddenly, and he picks up the 2 flail handles that he dropped. If, you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. I'll have all of your gear ready before the end of second breakfast.
Thank you. Master Aegis has left. I want to have a very quick conversation with his brother, because I think this was all because of me. I may have fucked that up, and I'm not sure how, but I'm wanting to
Did you
rectify it.
negotiate?
No, I don't need to negotiate. I just need to see what he saw when I was imparting images on his mind, because that was fucking crazy. That reminds me, Master Zachary, do you think you could, all that dust right there, could you collect that in a coffee can and make sure that gets to Mistress Kira's room, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. And he goes in the kitchen and grabs the broom and dustpan, like the little hand broom and dustpan, and an old coffee tin, and starts scooping it in.
Kira just looks like a kid on Christmas Day for a moment.
As Marcus is walking out of the room, he's going to stop and turn to Gale, and he's going to say, he's going to just kind of like touch her on the shoulder, and you're all right, correct. You're okay.
She gets a shit-eating grin on her face, and she says, "That was amazing."
Okay, well,
Did
let's
so
not
good, Gale.
let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Okay, I was not capable of seeing at the time, but I heard your body get thrown into a fucking wall.
Oh,
when
that
this
part
thing-
sucked a little bit,
No,
yeah.
no, okay. Just making sure you're all right. You are okay. Yes.
I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah, I gave her some healing. She's better than she was. At least when she was thrown into the wall and that blacks, whatever that was. We don't have, and okay, nobody else has like any like brain demons? Like, is there a way like we can like kind of like figure that out like before
Why don't we
are
get?
so surprised by that?
Why don't we get everybody to sit at the table and I will just go through everyone's mind and sort out their brain demons one by one because this is 3 of fucking 6.
Yeah,
I think, right?
yeah.
I know I don't have
Think
brain
so.
demons.
I don't know if I have brain
He's
demons.
upstairs.
I don't.
Marcus just reaches his hand out and puts his palm on Tempest's head. I'm
You
gonna
want to do that, buddy?
I'm just gonna enter his mind.
Tempest, are you gonna fight him off?
No, I'll let him in.
You get the pop-up, are you 18 or older?
Yeah, yeah.
And Marcus, you see the cursor go up and down between yes and no, and then it finally kind of circles around yes, and he just
Oh, it gets weird in there, buddy. If Marcus could
Can't-
blush, he's been blushing.
I can blush. I may be dead, but I can blush. Yeah, I'll dig around in his mind, at least surface thoughts, and see. Actually, you know what? No, because I have fucked around with Aranor. Let me back that up. No, I have not. I have dealt with Aranor once or twice or thrice. Actually, it was fighting this prick.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna reach towards the water,
Okay.
wherever that may be in his mind, and I'm going to try to just identify if there's anything really like dark, shadowy, tendrily,
So
not supposed to be there.
no, as you reach into his mind,
Would I know if he's going that direction? Yeah.
I would feel like you would, yeah, because you allowed him in. So
I would
And if he
just
feels
kinda
resistance, he's not gonna budge.
Tempest wouldn't resist, but he would definitely
Like, go with?
speak caution. Well,
Yeah.
he would go with, yes, but like I mean, like I'm like this is what I wanted to talk to you about earlier. There's a lot of memories missing with Aranor, and I'm not sure if another brain demon is involved here. So just let's tread carefully.
you'd see, Marcus, what you would see as he's telling you this stuff is this girl, and she's sitting on rocks in the middle of an ocean that has waves just smacking up against the rock she's on, and she's sort of in the fetal position. She's sitting up, but she's got her knees pulled into her chest, and she looks scared.
Marcus immediately withdraws from his mind. As soon as his warning and that image pops up, Marcus is like, nope. And I will let my hand go from Tempest's head, and then I will bring the other hand in, and I will kind of like cradle his face, I guess, kind of ceremonially and a little bit dramatically. But he's gonna say, I don't necessarily think this is the time for that.
Exactly.
re-
I didn't know you were gonna go that way, but yes, let's recover from this in case there's any kind of creepy
Yes.
brain demons involved there or
Yes.
krakens. I don't know.
Yes, 100% agree, because that was whatever that entity was gorgeous, but I don't think I should push past that at this point.
And
Agreed.
Marcus, you would hear this in your head even after you withdraw for a little bit. This would be playing in your head, kind of in the back of your mind, and slowly fades over time.
Do I have any idea what this is?
Um,
Because he'll listen intently.
yeah, you haven't heard it before. I'll send you the lyrics that you'd be able to make out. But it starts, as it gets to a certain point, it starts to get really like blurry, almost like someone speaking through water.
Does this music sound like anything is attempting to charm or fear me?
No, but it does.
I told you I'm gonna ask you every fucking time.
No, but it does bring on a sense of almost overwhelming sadness as it plays in your mind. You feel the sadness.
Does it feel like it's attempting to manipulate my emotions?
No.
Okay. But it's just doing it naturally.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Especially with the vision that you got. You're kind of like 2 and 2 together.
Okay. Yeah. So Marcus will we should all have just even let's give ourselves a couple of hours and go about our business. I am going to run upstairs. Actually, I'm going to go have a conversation with Master Aegis's brother really quickly and just make sure he's okay. And the rest of you, Marcus looks down at Tempest. Are you injured? Are you okay? There's a little bit of blood on him, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah. What was it? Force damage that I took?
Yeah. Yeah, so he would have like bruises. It looks like he got punched in the face. He's got like a swollen eye.
Yeah. I got hit by that blast. I have plenty of healing. I'll be okay.
Are you sure? Marcus holds out one of the healing potions in his hand.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I have plenty of power left in me right now.
Hey, Tempest. Come
Yeah?
here for a sec. Has not stood up yet. Come here.
No?
I'm gonna bop him with a cure. Like, not even getting up. It's just a heal.
You got me.
Heal.
Okay, so as Marcus walks out of the room, then he's gonna stop and he's gonna turn around very quickly and look at the table which Min is standing on, and he's gonna just say in Elven to Min, "Are you okay, dear?"
Min looks
Terrible.
run
I
down
know.
for the
Yeah,
first time,
yeah,
like,
I know.
ever.
Yeah,
Actually, but I don't know how she would look from that because
So-
she's
So
Yeah.
she, it almost looks as though her gears are seizing up because you guys usually she's just spry as a cat, jumping all over the place, able to do whatever she wants. She's up on the table, and yeah, she never gets to be on the table. But now, Kira, you're kind of thinking maybe she's having a hard time moving, and maybe that's why she hasn't jumped down yet.
So Kira's gonna kind of, hearing Marcus say that's, gonna look up and then just, what, Min, and is going to get up. And for the next foreseeable future, I'm going to have a roll of tools next to me and be continually putting mendings into Min until
Got
she's
it.
better.
Yep.
It's going to be the, actually, the party will see Min get partially taken apart for the first time ever, as she's going to, fully make sure Min's good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, Zachary hands over he puts the coffee tin on the table. You can add it to your inventory, that's fine. And then sort of just goes about straightening up in other places where shit got ruined, trying to keep himself busy.
Marcus, he goes back into the kitchen. You guys would see that he checks his watch, he checks his gauntlet, and then he goes back into the kitchen. And I will leave it at that until we have Aegis.
He's here.
Oh, holy
Yeah,
shit!
I
What
literally
the?
just
What in
got
the
here.
magic fuck?
Hey, I'm a sorcerer, baby.
That's true. Yes, you are. All right, so okay, so yeah, Marcus will walk into the kitchen then, and he's going to turn the chair around. Again, he's not wearing any armor except he's got his watch on, and he pulls the chair out and sits down, and he kind of like looks at Aegis and Aegis's brother, and he said, "Actually, I look into the corner here. Is there still a whip?"
Oh no, that's gone.
No, it's
that
okay.
would've been
no,
gone by now.
No, I was just curious because I was like, okay, we got another thing to
No.
interact with.
No.
So Marcus will turn the chair around and sit down, and he kind of sits forward, almost looking defeated, and his gear or his sweatsuit is soaked in blood, and it's torn and just kind of fucked up, but his flesh underneath looks flawless. But he kind of looks at Aegis and he says, Is everything okay here? And then he turns around, he puts a finger up and turns around and looks into the corner. Is Zoopal still in the corner floating around the fucking microwave or the coup rig?
Yeah, he was told to stay there, so he's just doing what he was supposed to.
Marcus will then press into Zoopal's mind with telepathy.
Okay.
And I'm going to, because I don't know if this entity can actually speak or hear things, but telepathy is kind of a universal language. So he is going to impart the message of, find your master. He needs you more than us.
You'd get a thumbs up emoji, and he'd do a little spin, and then like leave the room.
And then Marcus turns back around in his chair. So,
It's so you would hear the, "Hey, everything's fine." As he starts turning around. And, what in the? Here, give me a minute.
I feel like we should ask you.
Yeah, he's gonna hit you with a prestidigitation to get rid of the blood, and then he's gonna take the full minute to start mending up the sweatshirt.
oh, thank you so much, Master Aegis.
You would also see that second breakfast has already started on the stove, and it is like the full breakfast platter.
Oh, fuck me, a true English breakfast. Tell me there's tomatoes and sausages. Oh, there is. Oh,
Hash browns.
I don't think I can ever go back to the past unless you were there, Master Aegis. Tavern keepers that I've met in my days traveling and adventuring, just, they can't stand to your grandeur.
So, Alan,
You ain't never been to Ambershire.
I haven't, truly.
Alan's head,
I don't think, I've never
No,
been
you
to
haven't.
Right? Yeah,
Mm-mm.
no, I didn't think so.
Alan's head will tilt, and he'll kind of look between both of you, and he'll say, "Is going back an option?"
Oh, it's an option.
It is one. Hey,
Are you going to? He's asking Aegis.
Marcus will look intently at Aegis with that.
you could make an insight check if you wanted. It's not hard to see at all. He's very much torn with it. There's a part of him that's like, there's aspects where it's like I want to stay, but there's also certain things where it's like I need to go back.
Alan will just nod without you saying anything and turn back toward Marcus, and he'll say, "Thank you for fighting him again."
Listen, if I can be honest, I think I fucked up the first time because there was that astral railway that was running through the inner workings of your mind, and I threw that bastard onto the railway and did not check to confirm if he was dead. Clearly he was not. He survived and came back, so I apologize for my inefficiency in dispatching him the first time.
He'll put a hand up like this, and he'll say, "No apologies necessary. What you did allowed me to go into the stasis I needed to be in to suppress him properly. Without that, if you had fought him prior to me being able to properly separate my psyche from his, I wouldn't be standing here right now." And he'll give a glance over toward Aegis.
Marcus will kind of give a glance, a little bit confused, but he'll nod.
Think of it this way. When a mind flayer or any of its creatures connects with somebody's psyche
Why would you say a mind flayer?
because of psychic dealings.
How much do you know about me and my people?
I know you're the ninth son, and I know that you fought a battle in my brain.
He doesn't know much about you or anybody else, Marcus.
I was just
Anything he
making
knows-
sure.
Anything he knows is purely from either books or prior experience with the flame.
Understood. Just making sure it was coincidental and not adversarial, should it come to that, because there
No.
are apparently a lot of mental things we need to work out amongst everybody living in this house before we progress forward. But I apologize. Yes, mind flayers. Trust me, I understand much about them.
So once they gain hold,
Yes,
it's difficult to break that hold.
of course, because it's through consumption they gain their hold.
So it was similar. It consumed the essence and life force of whoever it preyed upon and used that to power itself. So when you were fighting it within my mind, it was more powerful. I don't know that you would have been able to kill it. Doing what you did separated it from me, allowing it to separate from me.
And do you feel a true separation?
At this point, he actually looks a little sad, oddly. It's sad and relieved at the same time. And he says, ironically, I feel nothing.
Would you mind, and he'll look at Aegis, if I confirm?
He will also look at Aegis.
Aegis will just kind of give a look over to Alan. You know I trust you more than anybody. This is your choice, not mine. It's your mind.
He'll turn to Marcus and he'll say, go right ahead.
Okay. Bear with me for a moment. Marcus will lean forward. Actually, he's going to just get off of his stool at this point. He's going to step into the space. He will crouch down on both knees, and he will reach both hands out instead of just one this time. Touch the fingers to the node points that he knows of psychically from Professor Sundamar, and I am going to connect to his psyche, and I'm not even gonna fuck around with the surface level stuff. I'm digging deep immediately.
Okay. So you...
And all I'm looking for is to see if there's a connection between him and that fucking thing at all in any way, shape, or form. I'm looking for strands of energy. I'm looking for light, positive or negative.
So you, as you enter his mind, it's nothing like the last time you were in there. There's no train running. All you can really see is, it seems like memories are kind of coming back to him. It starts out with what you recently saw from when you were fighting in his mind to when you guys were fighting on the plane of void, and then it goes, it's just kind of like, it's almost like on a reel, like spinning around and around, and you actually see like a tiny Angus and Alan playing, like sword fighting with wooden swords when they were really little, and a really gorgeous open field surrounded by mountains, but everything that you see is light. There's no sign of darkness. He is the most boring individual whose mind you've been in a very long time.
All right, so over the course of like 30 seconds or so, Marcus will kind of let go. He'll kind of pluck his fingers from his head, and he'll stand up and just go, "You are about as terrible as anybody else in this mundane world of ours." Which is a good thing, by the way, not a bad thing. Whatever entity was gripping hold of you is now free, and hopefully laying in the common room.
You'll hear Zachary say, "In a coffee tin."
Fucking fantastic, Master Zachary. I was hoping for it to... Did it all fit in there, or do you need a vial and some water to kind of swoosh it up?
I wasn't worried about it being comfortable.
Wonderful. He doesn't need comfort. He's dead.
Hey, Mom.
Yes. So I think you're all right. I think you're all right, my friend. I think you need some rest, though. Maybe just before breakfast kicks off, Marcus looks at the griddle. Excuse me.
Yeah, Aegis was-
Second breakfast.
the moment Marcus says that, Aegis turns around real quick, like at least starting to stir things to make sure nothing starts sticking or anything like that.
Master Aegis, is this everything you needed of me, or
No,
is there more?
give me 1 second here. I'm just trying to make sure stuff doesn't stick to the pans.
No, please. That's all right. That's all right. I don't know the
Uh,
grease incantation, but maybe in the future.
Neither do I. That helped. And he'll go ahead and point over towards the alchemy jug that's still sitting on the counter.
Oh. I forgot about that.
No, I have something for you. Or
For me?
more something for Kira. But I think you should be the one to give to her.
Okay. Marcus glances back at the closed door. We've been in here for a moment, so what are you talking about, Master Aegis?
As he says that, he's going to take a moment, reach down. This is something I brought with me all the way back from our time. If Kira ever falls again, this will bring her back. And he will hand you the periaptive wound closure.
Candace, would Marcus know what the hell this thing is?
I feel like you identified it.
Didn't I?
I feel like you did.
No, because he brought it from when he started.
Yeah,
with it,
this
right?
was my starting one.
Oh,
This
give
was
me-
my starting one green.
that's right. That's right. Give me a history check.
Not great. Marcus is not having a good day.
You think this is something special. You're just not entirely sure what it is.
Okay.
I know, well, I shouldn't say that I know, but from what I've seen, I can tell how much you two mean to each other. Make
It's-
sure that she stays safe.
Yes, our relationship is complicated, I think, at this point, though the complexity is becoming more legible as the days go by. However, what the fuck is this, Master Aegis? How is it utilized? What should I focus on its energy?
Simply tell her all she needs is to focus on it. As long as she's wearing it. I know that a lot of us have a good amount of our psyche stored within things right now, but if she falls, this will bring her back. And if she ever needs to take some time to heal herself, this will make it that much more potent.
Understood, Master Aegis. Are you sure you can part without this?
I've worn this ever since that we've come here, and not once have I fallen. And yet I have seen her fall more than once. And I have seen at least one of us almost, if not succeed in falling, if not for me hastily healing.
That's true. You've come very close to allowing us to fumble, but
I
to be fair,
cannot
one of those
have
was
that
Master
again.
Jared, and he fucked up pretty bad.
Regardless, I cannot and will not have that again.
Understood.
She needs that more than I do.
Can I trade you some coin for this? I
No.
have 20,000 gold I can give you if you would like.
Marcus, this is not a gift from me as Aegis or as Angus Campbell. This is a gift from me as the Chosen of Soon, seeing the relationship that you two have.
Understood.
She never chooses the easy path, but it doesn't mean that it's the wrong one.
Marcus will take it, and he will stand upright and kind of put it in a pouch on his side. I'll let you get back to breakfast so nothing burns. Thank you, Master Aegis. And thank you, my friend. And he'll put his arm or his hand on Aegis's brother's shoulder. Get yourself situated, and I'm going to head upstairs for just a few moments to situate myself, and I'll be back down for second breakfast because fuck me, that smells so good.
We're almost done.
Yeah, it's a miracle I'm not fat. And he'll turn around and help cook.
Marcus will begin to walk out. It's no problem. You're well on your way. And he just steps out of the kitchen, not realizing that that could possibly be insulting.
You'd hear like a hearty laugh from him. Like he finds true joy in that, and he looks at you, Aegis, and he says, "Let's hope so, huh?"
Hey,
So during that time, Tempest, Akira, I know you're working on Min. Tempest, what would you be doing?
So yeah, Tempest would lean in to Gale, and he'll just kind of like wrap his arm around her. It's like, you did so well in there. How did that feel? Like you were able to control it. I'm sorry I didn't get to use that magic, but how did that feel?
That was crazy. Do you feel that every time you use magic? That's crazy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
She seems almost like in this moment like still Gale, but just super way more excited version of her. You haven't seen her this animated before. She's like basically buzzing as she's standing there. I mean,
So what? Go ahead.
if
you
you
go first.
hadn't worked with me on that, there's no way that I would have been able to think through it. And I don't know what Aegis did. That was crazy too. I didn't
Yeah, I
hurt
guess
you,
I
did
wanted
I?
to ask about that. What? No, not at all, not at all. What? So did you feel? He said something about Soon. Did like Soon actually like commune with you? Is that what happened? What?
Well, I didn't hear her or anything, but I felt like a I don't know how to explain it outside of if I was standing in a fire that wasn't burning me. It was like this warm feeling, like if you fall asleep next to a fireplace. It just... Is that what he gets to feel all the time?
Well, I guess I never asked him, but I assume so.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. Okay, just to get this straight, I definitely want to cast more magic. I would rather not get thrown into any more walls. That sucked.
Yeah, that was very unexpected. Hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon, or if it does, we'll hopefully be in a better place. Sorry you had to be here for that. We usually never fight in this house.
Well, I was going to ask, that didn't... This is a really strange question to be asking you, but that wasn't me, right? That wasn't me, was it? Where did that thing come
What do you
from?
mean? The demon?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know where exactly that came from. I mean, we're talking to Aegis's brother, and then all of a sudden that thing was flying out. I'm pretty sure that came from. Actually, would I have seen that monster before through Aranor, the connection with Aranor in that original fight?
Yeah, I would say yeah. You would have seen at least like you would have at least seen like a silhouette if nothing else, but because she was there for that fight, I feel like you would have been able to see it when you guys like recapped.
Okay. Yeah, no, that came out of Aegis's brother's brain. It was, I think, the thing that was controlling him and imprisoning him and all the bad juju involved in his situation. So no, that was not you. None of that was you. Don't worry about that. Do you feel like sometimes there's like a demon inside your brain?
No. All right. So
Okay, sorry about that.
the reason that I moved, the reason I had to move,
Okay, so she the whole night?
I accidentally summoned things. And so when that suddenly appeared, I was worried that maybe I was feeling too comfortable, and
Okay, that's no fun though.
nothing like that ever appeared. But
Oh, well, what kind of things appeared?
usually elemental based.
Coding issues that
Okay. Um. Okay. I mean, elementals are a little bit less terrifying than void demons, so it's not so bad.
She looks past you over toward Kira, and you kind of get the feeling of like she's kind of holding back. Like, you know her well enough to know without an insight check that she's not saying everything right now.
Kira is, for the record, very, very engrossed in the middle of asking Syl to pass her tools. Like, they could be having
Syl
a
keeps
full-out
passing.
party
She's
right now.
passing the wrong tools too. Syl is never handing you the right one ever.
No,
You
no,
ask for a
no, I
wrench
need-
and you get a Phillips head screwdriver.
No, I need the worm glow lens. No, not the gleam core prism. Syl,
It's like Groot when Groot's trying to bring back the thing, and it's like a thumb and like all sorts of weird stuff.
Okay, Syl, just hold this. Yep, that wire. Do not move. You might hurt your sister. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Why don't we go into the other room? Hey, Zupa, why don't you hang out here and help Akira, and Stan will help too. I have two even more helpless helpers.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think
Stan, I need the etheric resonator. No, not
Fucking
the whisper
stool.
coil driver. No, Stan.
He's just a stool now.
excellent. Yeah, so she'll definitely walk with you. And then as we get out of like earshot, she's assuming, she'll say, yeah, people died that day, Tempest. Because I didn't have control. And it was kind of an amicable ban, I guess. I knew I couldn't stay there, and initially my intention was to go to school and learn how to control it, and nobody knows how to teach me.
Well, thankfully now you're here, and obviously you've made great strides in this short time that we've been working on this. So, listen, you're not a bad person for what happened. It was an accident. That's kind of how wild magic works, right? But you'll be well in control of all your abilities before we're done.
She nods and puts on like a weak smile, but you can tell she believes in you. She doesn't seem like she believes in herself.
I mean, look at what you did today.
Yeah.
You know?
It begs the question, do I need the help of a god? Is that what I'm missing?
I mean, it couldn't hurt to ask.
Maybe not
What
today.
I've seen, at least, maybe not today. But I mean, Aegis has a really good relationship with Soon, so I don't know if maybe you can try to, I don't know, commune with her through him somehow, and maybe she can help you focus better as well, better than I can help you. I think I can do so much, and I think what I've done has helped, but I mean, help of a god, that's a pretty big deal.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
When you cast spells, this feels stupid. When you cast spells, do you know what's going on?
Well, yeah. I mean, for me, it's a song, or it's Aranor's power. It's usually something that I just know innately, I guess, or that I've learned
I've only
and practiced
ever,
with, honestly.
and I wonder if that's part of it, because obviously I stopped practicing after everything happened, but it's I don't if you think about a barbarian when they're fighting and they really lose it, that's kind of what it feels like when I try to cast magic. And I'm okay with never casting another spell my entire life if it means that you and your family, and she'll look toward like the rest of the group, are safe. I wouldn't have today, but he really pissed me off. I saw him hurt you and I lost it.
Well, for what it's worth, I saw him hurt you too, and I kind of lost it as well. Couldn't get to him quickly enough, but
You start to hear the song playing in your mind, Tempest. Just, I will try not to get involved as much as possible until I have this fully under control.
yeah. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just distracted suddenly.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just hearing. I'm just hearing Aranor right now. Doesn't usually reach out to me like this so suddenly.
Oh. Does it feel bad?
Does it feel bad?
Not really. It's it's kind of it's kind of just it feels like a reminder. Like she's still here.
I think she's okay. She just wants me to know that she's still here, and I need to help her. I hope you understand that.
Of course. Yeah. Obviously I'll be limited on what I can do, but if I can do anything, I'm here.
Like, it's like she has a similar condition where she's lost part of her memory and she needs to get it back, and I think we're uniquely equipped to help her with that, especially Marcus being who he is and the rest of the group being who they are. You, any help is more than welcome.
It stops pretty suddenly. You could still feel her presence. It's not like she disappeared, but you feel like she's not trying to grab your attention as much or as hard.
I think I'm gonna go talk to her now, if that's okay. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm glad I didn't hurt anybody.
You did so good today. Super, super proud of you of what you did today. Don't forget that. You are incredibly powerful and you're incredibly strong. Just keep that in your mind.
She nods and smiles at you and she says, "Yeah, if you need anything, I'm here. Don't forget to talk to your family about what you learned. I know you guys didn't really get the chance."
Tempest will give her a big old hug and a kiss, and then go up to the and go up to the talk to talk to Aranor, I suppose.
Yeah, she would return the affection. Sorry, your kids.
That cracked me
Eddie,
up.
Eddie cracked us up.
You did hear that?
Yeah. Oh, Eddie. All right. So you're gonna go up to talk to Aranor?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. So, before we jump into that, Aegis, are you doing anything other than cooking breakfast? Kira, are you doing anything other than fixing Min?
Nope, I'm probably going to take the time to do it, in a completely unnecessary way, meaning ritualistically doing this the right way.
Right.
For all intents and purposes, I am concentrating, so I am unaware of the things going on around me for the most part.
All right. Marcus, are you doing anything?
The only thing Marcus is doing is he's gonna go change into his black sweatsuit. He's gonna take off the gray sweatsuit that he had, that was repaired by Aegis, and he's going to set it on the chair up to the northwestern part of his room, and then he's gonna sit in the desk chair for just a couple of minutes, and he's gonna talk to Professor Sunamar, and he's gonna say, listen, Professor Sunamar, we just had a very interesting encounter. Fuck me. Just come here. And he's going to pick him up, set him on the keyboard, and he's going to grab his tendrils and stick them to the side of his own head because he knows where they go. Just understand what just happened. And then I'm going to replay the entire combat to Sunamar. And then when that happens, and it'll be in like speed times 4. And then he's going to say, here's the thing. Master Tempest has some things going on in his own mind right now that are in regards to Aranor, which is his watery patron. Do you have any insight into that I may be able to impart upon our group when we reconvene? And then I will show him everything that I've seen up until now as far as Aranor is concerned, especially making sure that he sees the last interaction, which was her on the rock and the close-up and the song and all that shit.
So it takes him a few minutes. Hold on one sec, I gotta pull something up. Sorry.
He'll replay it in different speeds, by the way, if necessary.
All right. Okay, so when you play all of that back, he says, it takes him a few minutes, and he says, the necklace. It's not a trinket. It's a tether.
Marcus will take out the periaptive wound closure and look at it. This fucking thing?
No. The mermaid tail.
Oh! God, you should have been more specific. Come on now.
You just showed me. In your brain.
I know. You know that the last necklace I got was this fucking thing. What is this, by the way?
That necklace will help bring someone back. Not from dead. From dying.
From dying? Fuck. I think Mistress Kira's spirit is so focused on so many things, I don't know if she's gonna be able to attune to it.
If her spirit is gone, it won't matter.
Well, of course it won't fucking matter. At that point, I'll just turn her into a vampire. Sunamar, settle down. Do you think there's a way we can transform this into an item I could utilize as a one-off?
If someone can, it's Kira.
Well, fuck me, there goes the surprise.
He shows no emotion at all.
Of course he doesn't. He's a brain. Okay, so the tail fin necklace, the mermaid tail necklace. It is a tether. What does that mean, though? What can you see? What is the importance of this entity that he is seeing? Who is this individual who is on some other island?
You'd have to ask him. I think he knows.
I don't think he does. He's daft as a fucking daffodil in November.
Daftness does not mean lack of wisdom.
Touche, he's handsome but stupid as fuck. Which is fine because I'm smart as fuck and ugly as sin. So we complement each other pretty wildly.
We've talked about this. You're not ugly.
I know, I'm gorgeous. I'm just not very good at talking to people, which is why... Fuck
That's
me.
true.
He looks around the room. I'm talking to a brain. Okay.
Hurtful.
It's true. Fuck you.
Fuck you. It just sounded like he was copying you. It didn't have any type of like fuck you back. It was just he copied you when you said it.
Yeah, Marcus kind of like rears his eyes and he just goes, "You're lucky you can't see by normal means, because right now you'd know that I'm scowling at you." Oh, you can see that, can't you?
Yes.
Fuck me. All right, you win again, Sunema. Excuse me. And he stands up, he pushes the desk chair in, and then he thrusts the keyboard back, kind of smacking the ass of the brain, like the ass portion of the brain into the monitor.
You made me cackle, Kevin.
Listen, I try sometimes. Thank you, Professor Sunema. Keep doing what you're doing, by the way. You have proved yourself invaluable to our cause.
Of course. The tether. Tethers should not always be severed. Consider all details and options before acting.
Okay, that's cryptic as shit. Any other details besides that? Or
No.
should I just like, okay, understood. I will pass on that information. Thank you so much for your time. I'm glad. Hey, out of curiosity, do you know magic?
No.
Why do you say that with a question mark?
Magic is subjective.
Okay. There's a difference, though, between the supernatural and those of the magical arts.
I knew magic when I was more than this.
But you don't now, however, you do embrace that of the psychic arts, the supernatural.
Yes, and I still know many incantations and requirements for spells.
Understood. Carry on. And Marcus will walk out of the room. I don't even know what just happened. That was weird.
That was like a Candace and Kevin conversation. Yeah. Welcome to our lives, guys.
Yay!
Is that how you leave the room? Carry on.
Pretty much.
Carry on, yeah.
That's pretty much how it goes. At ease is usually what she says to me, and that's when I can stand.
All right.
All right, yeah, Marcus comes back downstairs.
Okay. So Aegis, during that time, Alan was still in the kitchen with you, helping you cook and stuff. Anything in specific you would want to discuss or anything?
Yeah, just a little bit after Marcus had left there, he would have looked on over to Alan. I'm assuming you could tell that I've had a bit of a hard time deciding if I'm staying or going.
He'd nod.
Of course I want to go back. Mom, part of that. And especially with you here now, I can't let him... I can't go knowing that they lost... Well, at least letting them think they lost their kids. I won't stand for it. But at the same time, it would either mean having to uproot or lose Umi. And I don't know if I can do that either.
Do you think she'd go back? Would it be a problem if she did?
Honestly, this is all above my pay grade, so I have no idea.
Well, what did you always tell me when we were younger? when I had to make a tough choice.
He'll just kind of laugh a little.
I think you already know. It's okay.
Yeah.
As long as one of us goes back. Right?
Just make sure she knows I'm okay.
He'll put a hand on your shoulder and squeeze and say, of course I will. But you're gonna write her a letter too in case she doesn't believe me.
He'll start laughing hard at, like, fair. Considering everything we got into as kids, fair.
She knows I can't write like you, so... And I promise I'll do it right this time. I guess I promise. He looks dead serious, looking you straight in the eyes. And again, you could see that bit of guilt cross his face.
He's gonna reach out a hand and just rest it on his shoulder. If I have to stay and you go back, I only have one other request of you.
Anything.
Keep the flames in Paris alive. Keep it going. And don't let that fire burn out ever.
He'll put his other hand on your other shoulder. So he's got both of his hands on each of your shoulders, and he squeezes really tight, like when you guys were younger and he would be like fucking with you and try to hurt you. And he'll say, I promise you that flame will never go out.
Good. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even looked to see if it's still going right now. Been a little worried too.
Sometimes the unknown is a lot easier. I get that. But look at where that got me. We could look together if you want.
Let's get breakfast served first.
He starts skillfully plating things the way that you taught him so long ago, 900 plus years ago, as though it was yesterday, because for him it was, and just is extremely helpful. It's kind of nice to, you love what you do, but it's nice to have the helping hand too.
It's so much nicer than having to go ahead and have the unseen servant and just, hopefully I'm setting this at about the right height for him.
Yeah, right. All right, so Tempest, anything else, Aegis? Sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
No, that was all.
Perfect. Kira fixing Min meticulously. Okay. Tempest, so you went upstairs. You're going to try to connect with Aranor.
Yeah, just reach out to her again.
All right.
To draw the nice warm bath again.
Okay. It's not hard, especially since she was just forcing her presence into your mind not too long ago. You're able to connect with her pretty quickly. You find yourself floating in her space underwater.
Aranor, is everything okay?
She appears in front of you. I'll give you the picture because she's so pretty. I need to share it as many times as I can. She appears in front of you. She looks pretty normal from what you normally see her as, and she says, "Of course, I'm fine. Are you okay?"
Yeah, we just had to fight a brain demon, but I asked
Didn't you already do
Marcus. Oh, we fought a brain demon again. The same brain demon that you had helped fight with Marcus.
that? Oh.
Yeah, he came back.
That's odd.
yeah, it was very odd and very unexpected. But what we I guess I was concerned because Marcus entered my mind and started diving a little bit, and he saw you, well, Sirlath.
You saw
we thought
Sirlath?
maybe- Yeah.
Where is she? What do you know about her? Giving me an insight check, Tempest.
Yeah. That was a concerning question to ask.
She legitimately does not seem to recall your last conversation.
Um. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We. Um. I'm sorry. Do Do you remember? What's the last time? When's the last time you remember we talked?
We discussed the Kraken for Aegis's brother. I remember discussing that not too long ago, I believe.
You don't remember talking about Sirlath after that?
No. She's starting to look concerned. Tempest, we talked about Sirlath?
We did. Yeah. Just yesterday?
Okay.
I think in real life or in game. I think
In-game,
it was
yeah, it
yesterday,
was,
like last
yeah.
night. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, what did we discuss?
So, well, Sirlath, I think, is probably just just a tip of something bigger. I think.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know how to say this without saying it. You seem to have blocks in your memory.
There'll be a look of almost shock on her face. Okay.
Seems like something's forcing you to not accept anything that is Sirlath.
Why?
I don't know. Hoping we can find that out soon for you. I think Marcus, he might be able to help with this because he was able to help Aegis's brother dig up some repressed memories, and that's where the brain demon came from. So that's why I'm concerned to at least dive into this today, right now, because that hurt a lot of us.
Yeah, definitely don't jump into anything. Well, obviously I want you alive, but the rest of your group as well, they're, you know. I'm not going anywhere, as far as I know. What did we discuss as far as Sirlath last time?
Well, it was a little bit shocking, to say the least. Fuck it, I think you might end up forgetting this again later, but we discussed that Sirlath and you might be the same person, and something in your mind is blocking that.
And as you say that, you'll see that familiar change in her face. Where it's sort of a
It's,
combination of the two again. She goes through the exact same thing.
Since I have seen both of these, and I know I'm not in this vision right now, but since I've seen both of them, does it appear to be an aging process between the two visions?
So when
Because they look so much alike.
do.
But one looks very mature and one looks super young.
yeah,
But
Searlath definitely looks, Tempest and Marcus, she looks like she could be a younger version of Aranor. There's no question.
but they don't look like they're copies of each other, but one just aged further.
Correct. Yeah. So
Okay,
there's a
okay,
grown
so
woman and clearly a child. Yep.
Okay, understood. Yeah, I will update my notes. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to try very hard to remember for the next time we talk. As silly as it sounds, maybe we should come up with some kind of word, a meaningful word, or tune, or something. Maybe it can jot my memory.
Well, Sirlath does have her certain a tune that's different than yours. There are lyrics to the song.
Okay.
And Tempest will kind of recite the lyrics back to her.
And as you do that, a little bit more comes to you. Hold on one second. Break the loop comes to your mind as you start singing the song to her. And it's coming up right now in the song, actually.
Suppose our words could be break the loop.
Okay. Break the loop. Okay. You can see she's trying to commit it to memory. She looks super disturbed. Like, she's usually really well put together, you know, just total beauty, and she looks more like the closest thing to human you've ever seen. She looks at you and says, Tempest. She gains her composure back and puts a hand gently on your face and says, it's going to be okay.
That's what I'm supposed to tell you.
Well, now I've told you, so make it so.
I will. I promise. Need to talk to a Kraken, I think, about this, and we're gonna figure this out for you. Probably gonna bring Marcus. We're gonna bring Marcus in too, if that's okay.
I should be able to manifest on the Kraken's. It's not a plane, but land. Realm. It's much like mine, but his own. You let me know when you're ready.
Okay, it'll be soon. Maybe next day or so.
As far as I know, there's no urgency. And she'll blow you a kiss, and you find yourself in the bathtub.
More questions, Candace?
You're welcome.
Holy crap!
What the fuck
Hey, he married
is
this.
happening? Listen. Well,
I mean, to be fair, I didn't really give you much of a backstory at all.
Right? I mean,
Candace was like, I got you, bro.
Your backstory was, so I stole a sword.
So then I started
Yeah.
Eldritch Blasting.
That pretty much, yeah, that's just about it. Like, I stole the sword from my daddy, and I figured out I can heal people with my bagpipes.
All right.
After the guy was on the side of the road with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, Kira, time goes by. You manage to get Min to a point where her gears are working again. She's not seizing up. She's much more fluently her.
Can I put her hit points
Yeah,
back,
you can fix her hit
please?
points. I know that's been
Thank
bothering you. You did the time. And almost immediately, once you have her like all set up and ready to go, her cat tail flicks, and she knocks something off the table. One of your tools immediately.
I'm going to ignore the tool falling and immediately just give her a gigantic hug.
Yeah, she'll lean into it. You know, that sisterly feeling is definitely there.
I don't know what you did, but don't fucking do that!
Her eyes will flash blue, and she's gonna boop your nose with her nose.
Yeah, we'll hug again, and then after a minute, we'll get down from the fucking table.
You can smell second breakfast.
Oh, fuck, I've got to get
Alright.
this armor done. I said I would get it done before second breakfast was done. Min, you have to help me get this armor done.
Yeah, Min will help you. You can spend whatever it is.
It's a handful of cantrips.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
You get his stuff fixed like just in time. Aegis, do you have a bell? Do you have like a breakfast bell? If you don't, you should.
So, actually, funny enough, I do, but I have a very interesting way of doing it. Because prestidigitation allows you to create a small non-magical trinket so long as it fits in my hand. So he would just prestidigitation a little bell and ding 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 ding.
Yeah, you guys will hear.
And I'm done. Oh, okay.
So Tempest, just so you know,
Marcus was already down.
yeah, Marcus
He's
is
just sitting at the table.
as soon as Sundamar
Quiet,
was
by the
sassing
way.
him, he was like, "I'm going to get second breakfast. Fuck this."
Brain.
Gail had she would have gone to your room. I don't know if you would have checked there or not, but she would have been in your room.
Oh, okay, yeah. He'll. I guess he should probably go in there and get some actual clothes on before he goes to breakfast. Just like a
Probably
towel.
good idea.
Kira is still covered in now drying blood and demon gore, but she will be holding the pristine armor as she heads to the kitchen
All right, perfect.
and flails.
And Gail's
I realize whenever I move Gale, she loses her blue.
does she? It's still showing on mine.
Yeah, I can see it on mine too.
Definitely looks blue for me.
Oh, the blue
Oh,
dot?
weird.
Or does she have a blue dot?
Oh no, not the blue dot, but like she just doesn't look blue for me for some reason. It's weird.
That's weird.
Maybe she glitches.
I
Oh, you
saved
know what?
settings.
She does go a little bit gray, doesn't she? Is it gray that you're seeing?
Oh, now she's blue again.
Yeah, that's weird.
Whatever.
I saw it too. I saw it too. It's a thing.
It never changed on my screen. That's so odd.
I wonder if it's
Didn't for
because
me either.
there's a background that's kind of cockeyed.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
So as Kira comes in, by the way, Marcus will kind of turn to the door and he will immediately greet her, like with open arms. He is wearing the black sweatsuit now, and he will kind of like crouch down and just scoop up all of his armor and flails, and he will turn around and just pile them onto the table, pushing any breakfast back that's there, and then he's just gonna kind of half lean down and just say in Elven, "Thank you so much for taking care of this for me."
Always. But where are we eating?
Oh, well, that was
I didn't set all this down yet.
Marcus
Did you
looks
see
up at the
Aegis with
table.
the platter?
Zachary will help.
No, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I put this up here because I wanted to say thank you. That's oh shit.
There
And
is
he just
laughing.
scoops his armor off the table and lets it just clatter onto the floor, but then he goes, "Oh fuck." I'm sorry. And he just starts like whimpering and putting like pieces of his armor on. He just like, you see him like put like a pauldron on, and then he puts on his gorget, and then he starts to like equip the breastplate, and he's just like, I click click click. I'm so sorry.
The longest minute of all of your lives goes by as Marcus slowly puts his armor on.
Actually, it takes a lot longer than a minute if I do
10
it manually.
minutes.
Oh, that's right, you're doing it
It's-
manually.
It's,
Yeah,
10 minutes
10
if I
minutes.
manual. It's only 1 minute if I.
Everybody
It's
starts
it's actually
eating.
one action if I do it telepathically.
Kira at some point, like, she's gonna watch for a second, and then just come here, and
Yep.
is going to help.
Okay, and Zachary would too, so we'll take it down to like 3 minutes.
Oh,
And
thank you.
Before we get any more of this gore into the kitchen,
Oh,
he's gonna
sorry, and she's gonna
he's
hand
gonna
up and
press
like go and
vegetation.
step back.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Wait, what do you mean gore? Is this thing still bloody and speckled?
Not anymore.
The
That's exactly
armor,
what
the armor was spotless.
Oh, thank God.
Kira was still covered in blood because she
Oh.
hasn't done anything except fix Min and fix your shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Marcus would look at her just to make sure that like her cheeks are still rosy and shadowy at the same time.
Yeah, she looks...
They've never been rosy in her entire existence.
Okay,
They
is
are,
she-
however, gray.
Oh, that's a good. Gray's good.
She might
Once
even
we
be
go
a-
white, we're bad.
She might even be a little bit purple since all that went down.
All right, I'll put my armor back on, put the headset on, gauntlets, everything, slot the flails. Thank you, Master Zachariah. I appreciate your assistance.
Yeah, of course. I felt kind of useless earlier, so...
You shouldn't have felt useless. You were exactly where you were intended in that time and space within our reality.
I'm pretty good at getting the hell out of Dodge when needed.
Yeah, that was great. Also, if it ever really does come down to it and you're backed into a corner, do you remember that gun I gave you?
Oh, I had that bitch out.
Oh, good. So, if that thing would have busted through the door, you just
I was ready.
clickety-clackety, drop him in the smackety.
Or at least shoot him and grab Alan and run.
Sure. Yeah, that other thing I learned on TV, I'm sorry.
I figured.
Thought it was clickety clackety, roll to attackety.
Yeah, it probably should have been that, to be honest with you. Second breakfast. Master Aegis, what are we having for second breakfast? Oh, God, this smells great. I'll push the button and you see the visor will lift up above his nose.
You would see the now
Let's see.
finished full breakfast platter.
Holy shit, a full biscuits, sausages, eggs, beans, everything?
This is what happens when I have actual help and not just an unseen servant that I have to kind of do some guesswork about where his hands are.
You could have asked if you wanted help.
Alan beams around, like, proudly at everybody as he's putting plates down.
Master Allen, if you don't mind me asking, what was your position within the... Was it an inn? And I don't mean this disrespectfully. Was it an inn or a tavern that you ran?
It wasn't anything that we ran, it was our parents that ran it.
Touche. Was it an inn or a tavern that your
It was a
parents ran?
tavern.
It was. Oh, it was a tavern
People didn't sleep there, they just ate
and drank.
and drank.
And some
And
probably
so-
passed
Hey.
out there.
Hey, every once in a while. We had a couple extra rooms just in case somebody did.
Understood. Well, this looks delicious. Is everybody feeling okay? And he looks pretty sincere at this point. He looks around the room to everybody.
So Gail actually still looks a little bit bruised, but it's almost like she's wearing them with pride. She's wearing her bruises with pride, and just eating. Zachary looks great. Alan is eating. He looks okay. Maybe a little tired.
He didn't get hurt, did he?
Nah.
Okay, good.
Nope, he went limp
Actually,
and was out of the fight.
And they
I'll
got
actually give
sanctuary.
Gale a
too.
little bit.
Okay.
Kira is going to scrape most of her plate because I'm assuming, knowing it's Aegis, he made a plate for Min too.
Oh, there's a plate
Oh.
for Min and then a small plate for Syl too.
I love Aegis. Um, Kira is going to scrape like half of her plate onto Min's and feel very confused about the entire experience as she's doing it. But yeah, she's going to give her own sister like
Yeah.
another 50% of the food for being in the condition she was.
Yeah. Good call getting a plate for Zubul because he would have just stolen from
Everybody.
everybody else's plate.
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
no,
Syl and Zubul steal from each other.
Oh yeah.
that's fair actually.
They
But
fight
yeah,
over
no,
gummy
it's
worms. Sorry, go ahead, Aegis.
Oh, that's thank
it's
goodness,
very
'cause
much
I was about to roll for initiative. So, oh, sorry.
it's very much a thing of like, oh, we've brought in a new pet. That's just one more plate to go ahead and make. That's not a problem.
It's weird when Aegis starts making the plates for the fish.
For Bonkin's fish. At least someone's feeding them.
Hey, today we're having fish. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, why does this one look like it
Ooh.
was from an astral plane?
Awkward.
Excuse me, it was the ethereal sea, I think, wasn't it? Was it? What was it? What was the sea? The void sea? I don't know. I don't even want to know.
The less questions you ask about it, the better, I think.
Alan's nodding, like,
Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna stuff my face with beans and biscuits. So, did we, and he'll look at Zachary, collect all of the demon into the tin?
as much as I could get with a dustpan and a little hand broom. Yeah.
Good.
Kira taps her bag. Yeah, I got it.
What did. No, never mind. Nope. He goes back to his food.
You sure?
Well,
Again,
ask it.
Zachary, trust me, the less you know, the better.
Okay. Yep. No, we can go that route too. Probably. He's right. He's right.
He's
right.
he's giving like side eye over toward Kira, like he wants to ask, but he's stopping
Kira's
himself.
giving the like ask, do it
All right.
kind of expression.
What are you going to use that for? What could you possibly?
Demon dust in particular. Well, that would depend on the classification of demon, and I would have to look. But as a general rule, spell components, making magic items. Do you remember when we drove down to the subway a couple months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And we were all covered in slime.
When you guys were still with Alpha League.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Sorry,
used
Marcus.
some of what we found down there to make this. Gestures to the bag of holding. It's what I used to make things like Min and Syl and Marx's armor, Tempest's ring, a crossbow, stuff like that.
Interesting. I've used things to make other things. I've used things to improve the car. I've used components.
It's just like that.
Hmm.
Things that can do weird shit can make other things do weird shit.
How about when it comes to vehicles?
So I have some plating upstairs.
He leans forward.
Go on.
Are you talking about the boulette?
Of course I'm talking about the bullet plates.
That thing was dead, though. Isn't it rotted out?
Yes, but no,
All the squishy bits were.
the squishy bits were rotted out. However, I was thinking if we took the boulette plates and we reinforced them with the 1 second, I'm scrolling down the list, I can remember exactly what it was called. If we reinforce the boulette plates with the gargantuan centipede plates, it could work really well.
And can we make it so that it... Look, my new car is really cool. Can we make it still look really cool?
Have I ever made anything that didn't look really cool?
Marcus glances at his armor.
He
No.
looks over. Zachary looks over at Min. No.
And if we take a little bit of time, I might be able to do to your car what I did to Min. Min never gets dirty. Ever.
Ooh.
Nor does she rust.
Ooh. Tempest, you would feel Gail's hand on your back, and she'd kind of like rub your back, kind of like urging you to say something.
Yeah, that'd be good to make it less rusty. Look, can you make it less loud?
Oh, actually, I did handle that. And he'll look over at Aegis.
Oh, you did?
Aegis, would you agree that that was handled?
At the end of the day, I think Min might be louder than that thing.
He looks really proud of himself when you say that.
Okay. All right.
Harold looks
cool.
down at Min, like,
Gail would lean over to Tempest and say, "Are you okay? You seem distracted." There was a lot of room for many
Yeah.
dirty jokes in there, and you missed them entirely.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I am distracted. I'm sorry. Sorry to kind of. I need to hijack this conversation a little bit. I just had a conversation with Aranor. Yeah, there's something not quite right there. She's losing memory. Like I had a whole conversation with her yesterday that she had no memory of whatsoever. It was a pretty important fucking conversation.
Completely forgetting it?
Yeah, like, pretty. So, I think I mentioned before that I think that Aranor is Sirlath, and we talked about that yesterday. And you think something like that would really stick in your mind, like you are two people. But she was like, "Hi, how you doing today? What you thinking about?" That kind of stuff, and it's just like, and it was just wasn't there. Like the memory of the conversation was gone.
She wouldn't remember it if there was something that might be blocking that, something stopping her from remembering whatever Sirlath is.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Something like with Alan's situation, something's blocking his memory. I'm hoping it's not another brain demon because I don't want to fight one of those things again.
Unfortunately, I can only imagine that it's worse. In Alan's case, he's just like us. He's mortal. Eleanor, mortal, maybe. Some patrons are, some aren't. But this is somebody much more powerful than just any of us could honestly, possibly even hope to become. What patrons ascend to is rivaled and surpassed only by godhood itself. And that means anything blocking her has to be at least at that level.
well, could it be something? I've got two thoughts that immediately spring to mind, and I've never really dealt with patrons, so I don't know if this is anywhere near the right thing. Could she be doing it to herself for whatever reason? Like, would there be a reason to? Safety otherwise. And could she have just found herself vulnerable to something? We know that's very possible and doesn't take all that much to block even the most important things. She kind of puts a hand on Min.
That's a possibility.
I'd thought similar, like she blocked it herself, but the fact that she didn't remember the conversation again.
You all would see A just reach in, grab a scroll, and just start looking through the scroll real quick.
Sorry, Marcus, you were going to say something.
No, it's nothing extremely important. I was just going to say that I had a conversation with Professor Sunema when I went upstairs to change my outfit. And I asked him about this very thing, and he pointed out something interesting that I don't think I would have thought of by myself. But Marcus will put his fork down, and he reaches out, and you see his hand kind of turn pink for a moment, and he twists his hand upwards, and the necklace around Tempest's neck will rise and then clink back against his chest. That thing, I think it's. Professor Sunema said it was a tether. And I don't know what this
Me
means.
to her.
Yes, I think so. But he told me something very specific, and he said sometimes these tethers are not meant to be broken. I don't know what necessarily that means, but I think it may guide us in the right direction. Is this maybe a tether to Cyrillith?
What's funny is there's a song that's connected with Cyrlath and Aranor, and Tempest will hum out the melody, and then he will recite the lyrics.
And you'll hear Marcus kind of like repeat the lyrics after Tempest.
Yeah, but the last one is the most interesting, and to your point, break the loop.
Right. So, do we think that they are stuck in this endless loop of memory? I'm confused here. This is not my specialty. He kind of looks around.
It's kind of concerning because I was kind of hoping this would be a little bit of your specialty.
I messaged you, oh great DM.
I see it.
This is my specialty, but I may need to dig a little bit deeper, Master Tempest, if you'll allow me, if everyone is all right with that. I may be able to uncover things that we can't see from the surface.
Yeah, and I had mentioned that we would probably need you to help with that, and she was okay with it.
As long as she's all right with it.
I actually might know somebody that can help. As you see, A just set the scroll down, take his phone out, send a text real quick. It's possible, depending on how high into the circles she can go, that Umi might be able to help us with this a bit.
Hey, Tempest.
Yeah, Kira.
Can I see your necklace?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Tempest will go to take it off. If nothing happens, he'll just hand it over to Kira. Yeah.
Then we roll initiative again.
Right.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I've got side points. Let's roll.
I know. I don't want to go too deeply into this right now, in case like some other fucking bigger brain demon comes out.
It's okay. I just have a bad idea. Do I successfully get the necklace?
Like you're just taking it from him, like taking it off of him?
Yeah,
Tempest,
Tempest.
Tempest took it off and then handed it. Attempted to. I don't know if like that caused any problems or anything. But
so it doesn't cause problems, but the chain is basically reaching out for Tempest as you're holding the charm, Kira.
Okay, I'll just be a second. Okay, two things I want to do. She's going to take a half step back with kind of a guilty look in the process and pull out the Vettikar.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if this thing's
The
got
what?
my time
Oh, the
box.
time thing? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Or
So you're
wibbly
taking.
wobbly timey wimey box.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll an intelligence check with advantage to make sure that you turn it on properly, because it's still. This is only the third time you've used it, so.
It's fourth.
Is it fourth? Okay, roll it with advantage anyway. Okay, yeah. So you're able to turn it on. It does like a you know, old timey radio sound as it turns on, and then it looks like it might be working better than the last time that you had it on, but you do have I have to look up what each of them means again. But hold on one second.
You can always send me that shit later too, since I know we're running out
Yeah,
of
we're
time.
getting close to time. Yeah. Hold on one
I'm
second.
going to take a look at the readings. And I am also going to throw an identify into the necklace. Even though I know I did this before, I want to do it again.
Okay. The red hand is spinning round and round and round. And then for the identify, hold on one second.
Oh, the harmony hand?
Yep, round and round and round. It just keeps going as you put the necklace close to it. And then for the identify, it would be, you would know of it being called the Heart of the Siren, and you would know that it is a link to a patron. But outside of that, you can't really identify much more. You kind of already knew that.
Okay. I'm going to immediately hand it back, like, as soon as I get, like, confirmation that the hand's doing spinniness and the identify goes off. Sorry, I could tell it wanted to be back near you.
You
Yeah.
see Tempest kind of like eagerly kind of like put it back on a little bit.
Yeah, some weird time stuff. A little bit. The harmony measures all over the place.
What does
But
that mean?
that all is, I mean, without getting really, really convoluted in my explanation, time wonkiness. But we knew that. It's just confirmation.
You mean this thing's also at a time like we are?
No, so that the Vatikar is getting just, I don't, it's not exactly a super precise science, or it is, but it's not one that I 100% understand. So this red hand here, each of the hands means something else. So this red one means harmony, and it should be moving like a second hand would, just tick, tick, tick. But when
Things
that,
in normal time, right?
or in balance with their time, things that are as they should be. When the heart of the siren got too close to it, that thing just spun and spun and spun and spun. It doesn't even know where the imbalance is. It's just not right.
I may be able to shed some additional light on that if you're interested. With this being kind of a situation at hand, I'm willing to expend resources if necessary to help figure this out. I think we need to identify what exactly is happening sooner than later and take care of it as quickly as possible. Because I don't think this is a good situation for somebody who has a patron.
Yeah.
They would have to.
Yes. Sooner than later, for sure. I think I mentioned before we should go talk to the Kraken for more, other reasons, not only for me but for also for Alan. And Aranor believes that she can manifest herself in his realm as well. So get direct access to my lady.
I'd agree with that. Marcus will kind of like reach across the table, and I'm just gonna like just touch the necklace. And Candace, I'm going to try to project my mind into it and into Tempest.
Okay.
And then I'm going to burn my last second level spell slot for Detect Thoughts. And I'm going to say, just allow me in for the time being.
You're welcomed in to the sound of this song, and you feel like you are floating in water. You don't really see any, it's kind of like a vast, empty ocean. As you look around, you can see Aranor.
Okay, I'll dig into the depths of the Detect Thoughts, and I will dig as deep as I can possibly go. And what I'm looking for is like, the things I would be looking for specifically are locations, and specifically for Cyrillith, because we kind of have an idea about Aranor at this point. So I'm going to be digging for Cyrillith and things regarding Cyrillith.
Okay. So you start digging and you start trying to see visions or make the connection. As you start to move backwards in what you think is moving backwards in memories, that's what you, as far as you can surmise. When you were fighting the CEO of that company, you got stuck rubber banding. You start to get that sense again, where as soon as you start to get where you're trying to go, you get snapped back. You start moving forward again, you get snapped back. And you can see, it looks like Cyrillith's in the distance, the direction you're trying to go in the water, and Aranor is trying to swim next to you, and both of you are getting pulled back. You cannot get close enough to Cyrillith.
Okay, I will kind of like subvert from the me and Aranor portion and dig more in like a pull back kind of like into, I guess, the air, and I'm just looking for Cyrillith, as far as the world is concerned, just to kind of try to identify like where the hell she may be.
In the present?
Yeah, in the now.
As you pull back your vision, trying to figure out where she is, you see headquarters.
Okay, you guys will see Marcus's jaw kind of goes slack, and he'll say out loud, "She's here somewhere." And then he's gonna kind of like glance around the room. I'm gonna try, I don't know what it would be on your end, Candace, but I'm gonna try to like pinpoint like where the hell is this entity
You could give
within the
me
headquarters.
investigation.
That I can do. 15.
+4, 19.
Okay, 19.
I'll take
All right. So it's sort of like if you're double clicking on something, it zooms you in to the necklace that you are holding.
Okay, so yeah, Marcus will then kind of like suddenly stop, and he'll lift his visor up and he'll stare at the necklace. She's in the necklace. She is literally the tether. But what the hell does that mean for us? Or for you?
She's trapped there, or that's just a conduit to get to her.
Marcus will try to focus while the spell is still active. Do I sense like she is stuck in this entity? Or if there's... I'm trying to get as much out of this as I can.
It doesn't feel like stuck, it feels like lost. That's the sense that you get. You don't feel a stuck feeling, you feel a lost, and it's a vastness that comes with that.
No, she's not stuck there. lost within its confines. But Professor Sundama was adamant about a tether not being broken, so if this is a tether between you, her, and Erenor, we shouldn't break it, but maybe utilize it to... Fuck, I don't know.
To unstuck her? Unstick her?
Should we break it?
Break the necklace?
And then you're potentially
Okay.
losing the only focus that we could follow.
Yeah, I don't know about breaking that being a good idea. That doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah,
Not
that's
now, at least.
understood. And Marcus will let go of the necklace, and you'll see his eyes kind of fade. I'm kind of at a loss. I think that was about as much as I could do. Master Aegis,
Kind of
you
stuck
said...
in the same loop as well, yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing some digging to see if I can figure out a little bit more about how to reverse a link, kind of be able to follow it. It might be something that only you'll be able to really follow, Marcus or Tempest. I don't know exactly how it'll work, but it should be possible to follow that if the tether's there.
Well, for what it's worth, Aranor's first memory, at least the only memory she's able to recapture, is of Sirlath dropping the necklace into the water and Aranor catching it, essentially. And she cannot go beyond that part in her brain. So that seems like the point in which she got caught in this loop.
Do we haven't gone back and tried to follow the Sirlath footsteps at all. Sirlath Fostrad from the orphanage is just here in town. We could see if there's anything there that could help us forge a stronger link. We know
Yeah.
the cruise was, we know we're only looking at one piece of the puzzle.
That is true. Master Aegis also did say that potentially Umi might be able to assist with some of her magics or items, so that might also be... Maybe we plan on going to the orphanage and to Umi's shop and seeing if there's any connections we can concoct.
Kira all of a sudden just goes, "Oh, fuck! I actually might
Oh.
have something that could help."
Oh, okay.
And she's going to dive, not literally, she's going to frantically go into the bag of holding, and like reaches her arm all the way in for something at the very, 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 very bottom, because we got this like session 1, 2. She's gonna pull out a pair of goggles.
Where the hell did you get those?
I've had them. I haven't been able to utilize them because it's something I would love to be able to. I was thinking I was going to just break them down. But, so these are finder's goggles. The trick is, not only do they require a tie to the soul, they can only be attuned to by someone who has a dragon mark, specifically a dragon mark of finding. And finding someone that actually has the skills to be able to apply one properly with all the ritual components necessary, it's incredibly rare. I was going to see if I could do that in town, but we've just been so busy.
Everybody give me a perception check really fast.
Clay.
Sorry, Kat.
Swear to fuck if Gale has a dragon mark. Is this
Naturally.
including me and the cats?
Yeah.
Roll one for Zoopal.
Still's ready. That's all I got.
Yeah. All right.
Min's missing her
so
table.
Min is Min doesn't look up from the food, but you guys would all hear a very heavy hand on the back door turning the doorknob. Zachary gets his gun ready and has it pointing toward the door. And when the door opens, you guys will see.
Yeah, Marcus kicks his chair back and stands up. Maybe?
I'll go for my phone. Because that's got the cameras. And the drones.
You guys see a very familiar looking face appear. And a very, very, very beat up Bonkin enters the room from the back door and sort of falls into the door.
Marcus immediately jumps over the table and rushes the door.
And I think that's where we'll leave off this week.
My emotions.
Holy crap!
What the fuck?
Lucy! Cannot hear, but Lucy!
He's coming.
Hey!
Hi. Hi.
Lucy, what does Bonkin say as he sort of stumbles into the back door?
I think as he's stumbling in, he'll probably say, "Finally made it."
Aegis, you've never seen him this fucked up. Except for when they were in the ring and the underground and Marcus whooped the shit out of him. You have not seen him this fucked up since then.
In that case, then, we're just gonna go ahead and dump the biggest thing that we have.
Well, yeah,
because
we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up next week because I have a feeling there's going to be different approaches here.
I would like to roll for initiative,
Okay.
please.
Before we end up logging, a great DM, I had sent you a message at the start of the going into the necklace.
Yeah, you could have done
thoughts.
that. That's fine. I missed it, but yeah,
Cool.
that's fine.
Marcus, going into this probable combat, you do have warding bond up. Because when you started going into the necklace, Kira cast warding bond on you.
Yep.
Got it.
Hey,
Good
do you know what happened the last time you tried doing some shit like that?
What, jumping over a table? Settle down.
No, this was beforehand. This was when you started doing mindfucky going
Yeah.
into
Oh,
necklace shit.
yeah.
Yeah, now she's regretting that warding bond isn't concentration.
Yeah, that would be nice. All right, so we'll pick up here next week, guys. We're going to pick up with Bonkin falling through the back door, all beat to shit, and Marcus getting ready to finish the job, and Aegis getting ready to fix the issue, and Tempest feeling like he's stuck in a glass case of emotions. I think I nailed
Yeah. Vampire
Nailed
bonking.
it. Yeah, oh, that would be... All right, I'm going to go raid Seru now. I'll be right back. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. For those
Welcome
that
back,
are here.
Lucy.
Welcome back,
Yeah.
man.
Be back.
Very,
Hey,
very
buddy.
good to see you. I've got a
We
long
may need
fucking
to
week,
fight
so I'm
this
gonna
out.
take off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
please
yeah.
do.
All good.
Please do.
See you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna go raid Seru.
I do
right
find
now.
that
I do
absolutely
appreciate you guys
hilarious,
being
though.
here.
Marcus,
That was a really
time to fuck shit up.
poor Lucy
Aegis.
waited all night for
Oh,
that,
let me
but
just
it was
dump
perfect.
80
so.
points of healing into your
All right,
ass real
we
quick.
will
Oh,
see
probably
you
a good
guys on
idea.
Tuesday for Crochet and Chill. Thank you very, very much.
I
for
mean,
being
I
here.
have a 7th level heal.
Holding out on us, huh? With the big heels.
I'm saving that in case need it for the 1K
For
diamond
the
that we
big
have.
boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
In case we need to go ahead and bring somebody back and it's been
we got a
200
raid.
years or less.
Best I can do is 900.
Oh,
Well, unfortunately, I can't do that good. All I can do is 200.
hello,
That's all
hello.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
See
Great
ya.
game, everybody.